a world full of chaos, we are your outlet to voice your frustrations. The world's first interactive podcast where the audience can become a guest of the show. Presenting your hosts, Devin G. Ewart and Patrick Martin.
And we are live, I think.
You think? You think you're alive? Or alive?
I think I'm alive, but also...
Well, yeah, it's obvious that you're alive.
But, what the hell? There we go.
Okay, finally.
We're officially alive.
Okay, we're officially live.
Tonight we have a special guest with us. His name is Andy Henning.
In a world.
Without much further ado, there he is. The man, the myth, the legend.
What's up, everybody? How are you doing this evening? By the way, fellas, it's a pleasure to be here with my boys Devin and Patrick on the FU podcast. I do take pleasure in that title. It's pretty funny to me.
Well, good. Glad you like it.
In a world where you can F off.
Where we can literally tell all of social media, F you.
LMB.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Anyways, how are y'all this evening?
Good, man.
Doing all right. How about you?
Better now that we're on the air and not a lightning storm outside and calling
Spectrum.
Rectum?
Rectum.
No, that is a good name for them. I should change the name of my phone to that.
I mean, yeah, it is. Can be a nuisance sometimes. A nuisance.
Yeah, it's funny because you were literally here talking about all the problems you had with them. I'm like, yeah, no, we didn't have any problems. And then, bam.
Nah, that couldn't have been me. It
wasn't
my fault.
Had nothing
Bad
to do
weather
with
does
you.
not follow me around.
Yeah, it's been crazy past couple podcasts that we tried to have, and everything and anything that could go wrong did go wrong.
Right? Yep.
And then
I know.
Then YouTube, they're always trying to come after us for
Monetization?
demonetization. Yeah, not monetization. I would love for them to
demonetization.
come with me with monetization.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
It would be nice.
I'm using incorrect words out of context. Excuse me. My fault. No.
Hey, this is not English class. You're good.
No, my grammar's terrible sometimes. Let's be honest. It's all the streets.
Speaking of,
Yes.
do you still record music or free flow, freestyle, tear up the microphone?
Yes. I mean, I do occasionally. Not near what I used to do. It's more like in the car on the way to work now. It's not like it was in the old days. It's definitely a perishable skill. I can vouch for that.
It's one of those things that if you don't keep doing it, you kind of
Yeah, I
lose
mean,
your sharpness, so to speak.
you know, I never won't venture to say that I was like great, but I mean, I could hold my own back.
Yeah, man, you
10
could.
years ago. that was a long time ago. I had, and by the way, real quick, I just want to get something out of the way. Everything that I say tonight reflects my opinions and my own actions alone. I'm not here representing any company or anything in any form, any shape, form, or fashion. I just want to get that out of the way because I do have a day job. Also, I'm really not planning on something like this paying the bills right now. So.
Nice. That was a good.
I like that. We should do our
that
legal
was a good
disclaimer.
a disclaimer. Good
yeah, so,
disclaimer.
like, these
I
are
have
all-
one on my Facebook.
These are all my own opinions and views. This reflects nothing, and also at the same time, I'm not going to get too super crazy out of hand. But yeah, back to the whole freestyling thing. That started off, with Angelo, which unfortunately I don't talk to anymore. But
I was gonna ask.
we went our separate ways, and it's for me. It's no harm, no foul. He respectfully bowed out of my life, and I didn't I don't harbor any ill will towards him. So at this point in life, stuff like that you got to let go of. But we used to freestyle together, and we'd get in, believe it or not, just like so many basement rappers and underground rappers, we'd go in his closet, and he had some legit production equipment, and he knew how to use it. He went to school, he learned, he paid for classes for it, and we legitimately like would go in the closet. like me and him would be on the mic.
What happened in that closet?
And then this dude we used to hang out with called Justin. His name was Justin. He would just
wait, is that little skinny Justin?
Yeah, Justin. He was. I mean, he was skinny, but he was tall. You got to understand. To me, everybody's tall.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, that's true.
No, that's not true. Everybody to me.
Hey,
is
Patrick, you can relate to Andy with the height challenge. Well, we got a.
Yeah, we got a little moth here.
What the hell is that?
That's a moth.
Guest
Why
star.
is it every?
I don't know, man.
Every.
You
It's
better
on.
get him. You better get him to sign the
The
waiver. He's going
lifespan
to
of it
demand
is
royalties.
only
Yeah,
a day.
He didn't sign his rights away. What the-
Yeah. So.
But no, I can relate to that.
the short people problem.
So Justin used to sit in the out in the bedroom and run the levels or whatever, hit stop and play, and me and Angelo would freestyle till like 3-4 in the morning. And the thing is it like every now and then we get a really good verse in or whatnot, but the majority of the time it was like us bombing on each other, like just on each other's
totally
moms,
distant,
like
right? Yeah.
Like
I remember those days.
Justin would say something from the board, and next thing you know, like we'd go back and forth, and there's just the jokes, man, were crazy. We have CDs of this stuff recorded. We would even, when I was living in that hood ass apartment over off Kelly and Frankfurt.
Mm-hmm. Wait, what's the name of that? Do you remember? Because I lived over in that area too for a while.
It was Kelly Crossing when I was there.
Okay.
And not the Kelly Crossings hood, but it's not called that anymore. So
Yeah.
But so I had my little wannabe surround sound hooked up, and it was like an Iowa system, but I had like I don't remember what was running, but
Iowa. That's one of those
was
companies that disappeared too.
I mean, I overdid the system. I also had a surround sound that went on top of it, and I ran it all together, and I did took basically scraps that I had and made a really nice sounding at-home stereo that looked ghetto as fuck, man, AF. And so he had
Don't worry, you're allowed to cuss.
He had a portable CD recorder, and he'd just plug it in the back of the Iowa, and we'd record on this Radio Shack mic all night long. And it's just mostly like mom jokes, and I mean like hardcore. Like if you didn't know each other, it's like you probably shouldn't see each other the next day if you didn't really like go.
Right.
Yeah, but it was
So
good
obviously
times.
y'all had thick skin, like y'all didn't.
Oh, and
offend
dude,
each other,
I'm telling
right?
you, dude, I've got sleeves of these CDs, dude, like just us dogging shit. I'm sure some of it I would never let get out. I mean, it was bad stuff. Like if my parents ever heard what we said to each other, and my mom probably would never look me in the eye of what I said about somebody else's mom.
Right. I raised you better.
Like it was rough. You know what I'm saying? Because we'd be up drinking and other things, and it was just, it formed its own thing, and it was a good time for a long time, and I miss those days. Like I said, I don't wish him any ill will. Anybody that's in my past, I don't wish him any ill will. Yeah. There are people that have done me wrong. There are some people in this world that I probably won't let go of things for a really, really long time. But as far as Angelo and all that, and Hop 2, we separated. We went our separate ways too, right before my wedding. And again, I don't harbor any ill will. Yeah, we didn't like Angelo and I didn't quit. It wasn't on good terms. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They just kind of ghosted, and but at the same time, I get why they did. But you well as I know is like in life, especially if somebody's man enough to truly apologize.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's one thing. It's just like with my boy Billy. Like we've been just like you and I. We've been in and out of
Billy, man. How's he been?
He's apparently he's in culinary school.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah. So it's just like I said, I don't harbor any ill will. I wish them nothing but the best. I'm not sure what either one of them are doing anymore, but it was a good time back then, man. It was absolutely just carefree, and like I said, we get some stuff we get in trouble for,
Right.
especially in today's culture.
Oh yeah, could you imagine if they had
The
video
cancel
phones?
culture. Oh,
yeah, the cancel culture
dude.
that
Oh,
we always
my
talk
God.
about all the time. Yeah, could you imagine that? Like,
I'd be
you probably wouldn't
drugged down the street.
You wouldn't be where you're at right now.
I'd be drugged down the social media street and stoned to death. And
so speaking
pretty
of,
much, yeah.
like I know how you mentioned with Angelo how like you kind of fell apart and you kind of both kind of went your separate ways, and you kind of related it just a little bit about how like you and we kind of like we're in each other's lives and then we're out of each other's lives and we're in each other's lives, and it's like. And it's the weirdest thing because no matter like we never like really left on really bad terms.
Well, no, this so I'm gonna like, and this is completely on air too. So this last time was completely on me, and it's because I finally saw somebody that like matched Devin's willingness to go just above and beyond, and like I was like, no, I enjoyed the show, and I took offense to something that you did to my now ex-wife, which I can't go too deep into that, but at the same time, I let that come out in the wrong way,
right?
And so that's why I apologized to you. That's why I ended up reaching out to you, and I kind of did the same thing. I reached out to individuals. I'm not going to name any more names. I said, look, I know we're not in our lives anymore, but I apologize. Yeah, hit me up if you ever, and you are the only one that's ever hit me back. So
well, yeah, I mean, it takes like me. We all make mistakes. We're only human. So like, if somebody has the, the wherewithal to put together and formulate a, apology, that heartfelt or anything like that, it's like to me that speaks volumes for somebody's character, because it's like when everything's going great, everybody acts fine, but it's when shit hits the fan and how people react and more importantly act. That is the true test of somebody's character. So, and to your point, I realized I was like, hey, you know what? Andy and we've been together before, his relationship, whatever. And it kind of like, rubbed me wrong that he's choosing his wife. But at the same time, I was like, I understood. It's his wife. It's his new life. It's,
it was the mother of my child.
Yeah, exactly. The mother of your child. Like it made like, and I was like, I didn't have any, qualms or any problems with that. But I do appreciate, and I'm glad that you reached out, and here you are. You know what I mean? And no, it's just going back to like when I first met you, we were at Brookhaven Country Club. You remember that?
Like there was a period of my life, and this not those, but that I literally were true. There's like a 3-year period of my life that I wish I had omit. The only part of it that I recognize is the part that I went to broadcasting school. But there was a 3-year period past 27 with a certain person.
Yeah,
I won't go into it.
Nah, I think I know who you're talking about. But yeah.
Real short, and not like that's the true dark period of my life. That was like a black hole. But this was like the Brookhaven days was like like dark days. Like man, you had like that BMW hatchback.
The little TI.
Yeah, man, that little thing for the.
What's funny is that car had 3 mufflers on it, and it was loud as all hell. Like
it was.
Was it louder than my 1973 Pontiac Catalina shit brown?
No. So
you did have to bring in the damn fucking Catalina.
Well, shit. I mean,
so if you got a V8 and you got the pipes dumped underneath the doors, or if you got the cats off, you probably. I mean, it would get close, but it was more of a. That was more of a.
You ain't got it.
Like,
you ain't got to sugarcoat it, bro. It was like a high pitch, but not like a pissed off bumblebee.
For a little car, man, it picked up. But I was driving that. What was that? 88 Celica.
Yeah.
Oh, you had a Celica?
Yeah, I had an 88 Celica GTS.
That would be nice to have.
Right? That'd be still nice to have. It's kind of like a collector car now.
I had the 2.4 cylinder, man. You could have put a bullet through that motor. I ran it with a blown head gasket for almost 2 freaking years, man. Just
really?
Like, as long as I
to Toyota.
So I would, and hand to God, I would cruise to the light, shut it down, let it cool off, and get on the highway as quick as possible so I could just haul ass and just let the cool air cool. Because if I was doing like 60 to 70, I was cool breeze. But as soon as I went to the light, it was the temperature
gauge,
like
spiking.
Shut it off, start it up. Oh. Yeah, I mean, you do check let a little oil out, put a little oil in, check it. It just drips right off the stick instead of sitting on it looking milky as crap. It was, man.
Oh man, yeah. Oil's not supposed to be milky. That's not good at all.
Like when it was running and when I like actually kept it running good. And the problem is it was old and I was hard on it. I got it with 86,000 miles, which is nothing for an 88. But I jumped on that clutch, man. As anything that thing could push, I did. And the problem is I wore and tore that thing. So when I blew that head gasket and drove it for a year and a half.
Joel says, man, make it 40 something. There was several 3-year periods we wish we could emit. I remember a few of their names. Yeah, I'm sure we all had periods of time in our lives where we wish we could just omit, not emit.
Well, that dark period I'm talking about, I did run back into you, remember?
That's where I was going. So that's where we originally started.
I was like, if you want to pull some good out of, like, if you want to...
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like, some bad shit happened, don't get me wrong. And, like, there were some hospitals that were involved in ER, and, like, there was some crazy, crazy shit that went down. But at the end of the day, I'll never forget. So I opened up Lake Dallas Point, and then the owner of this
had a few drinks there with you.
Yeah,
on you, not really on, quote unquote. But go ahead.
Well, the owner's in jail, so you can go ahead and talk about it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know, I'm just fucking. I don't care who we offend. I don't care if those, whatever. So I opened up that, and then the owner of Shots came in. I'll never forget. She's like, "How much you making over here?" And I told her whatever.
Shots, man.
Yeah, and she's like, "Hey, I'm the owner of this bar called Shots in Louisville." And I was like, "Oh yeah, so tell me about it." She tells me about it, whatever, and she's like, "I'll pay you like $7.50 an hour plus tips, blah blah blah." And I was like, "Well, shit." I was like, "I'm making $2.13 an hour in tips," so I'm like, $7.50. I'm like, "Hell yeah, let's do it." Yeah, so I show up.
When was that? What year?
Oh,
7:50.
It had to be sometime between 07 and 09.
Oh, okay. So
because I remember I remember what part of my life I'm
for a bartender.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, but as far as functionally, yes, and that's how I know when it was, because that's the time I want to omit. It's like 07 to 09, right in that. Like no, and I have no excuse either. I wasn't into anything, and I still made bad decisions. I was stupid. Anyways.
Kayla says, "I'm glad y'all are good. Devin has spoken about you many, many, many times over the 2.5 years. Not bad, just bringing up good times. He missed you."
Oh,
man, you're trying to get like, whoa, jeez.
You know, hey, you can't do that. I'm an empath. I'll start getting teary-eyed.
Dang, girl, you're trying to like make.
Like I got teary-eyed when Iron Man died. So you know what I'm saying?
Oh, Jesus.
Wait,
you know how
Iron Man died?
Yeah, man.
When?
In Endgame, man.
Oh shit!
Really?
He died to save the world, man.
Oh shit! I didn't. Know
I lost.
that. I was going to watch that.
Yeah, I lost.
No,
track
I'm
of
just
all
kidding.
that.
Okay, so if
I'm just kidding.
I know. I was like, hey, you know, some people haven't seen Star Wars, so
there's
there's still people out there that haven't seen.
Hold on.
Like, there's still people out there. They're like, oh, I haven't seen Star Wars, and I'm like, really?
I haven't seen Star Wars.
Come on.
Shut the fuck.
Come on. I'm not
Seriously.
And Gullible is a star. There's a star named Gullible.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you were born under it. You didn't know?
No, I didn't.
Gullible,
Not a fucking clue, man.
Gullible is not defined in the dictionary.
Oh.
Stop it. No, I'm going to start believing you. Like, I have a bad habit. I'm gullible. That's why I know the jokes. Because I don't joke about stuff and that's not me. like I'm gullible. I'll
Go ahead, man. I got tough skin.
If
man.
you can do a serious enough face, I will believe you. Like you almost have me going there. Like when you're like, Iron Man died. I'm like, yeah, man, he really did.
No, really, I haven't seen it.
Really?
Really?
I haven't seen it either.
But you know Iron Man died though.
No, I didn't know that.
You fucking with me? See, you see what I'm saying? Like now you got me second guessing.
So you ruined it for me.
Yeah, you fucking spoiler
sorry,
alert. Ruiner.
Hey.
You know.
Dude, I'm just kidding, man. I've seen it.
Sometimes in life, you know.
Hey, I should be an actor because I keep a straight face.
Yeah, you do, man. I was busting your balls on that Catalina. Remember that one? Oh, my God. The infamous
Catalina.
the podcast. Oh,
If I haven't been around somebody enough, like
Yeah.
I can pick up a vibe, but sarcasm, like straight face sarcasm, nah, I'm not.
Yeah,
good.
I got
yeah,
that.
he's got straight face.
I got
yeah,
straight face
sarcasm on
sarcasm.
Like I used to, I had a dude that used to work with me that, like, man, he laid some stuff on me sometimes, man, and he would just ask me these questions that I'm like, no way this is happening, and he would just stand there stone faced, and I would like answer him. He's like, I'm just messing, and it happened over and over again.
And you never knew like what the
Yeah.
truth was because you're like, okay, it's
Really good guy though, really good.
Yeah.
He's hilarious. I mean, I like that kind of humor.
You know,
Like,
it's
I'm
funny
not
you
gonna-
say that because that reminds me of Dan, the next door neighbor. Which Dan,
Oh, he's dry sometimes, dude. Like
He
his
is.
No, he's
sarcasm,
real dry.
his
but he's
sarcasm,
super
yeah.
dry, and he like the emotion, like the face and everything. Like you're like, wait, is he serious?
He's a cool cat though, man.
yeah, no, I'm
Well,
like,
yeah, the first time I met him, I was like,
yeah,
is he serious about this or what? And I'm just going to go along with it. And I did.
yeah. You remember when we had this investor over? This guy owns like
Product
4.
placement.
I like how you stop. He's like, hold on, pause the podcast. Got product placement. Dr. Pepper right now.
Sorry,
Hold
go
on.
ahead with your
I gotta
story.
rotate it, spin it. So anyway, yeah.
I'm not
So
getting paid for this segment, but if you want to,
Go ahead, Dr. Pepper. Send us
make
some
the
money.
check out too.
check out go check out our website.
Yeah.
It's a donation. Go ahead, feel free to donate whatever the hell you want.
Yeah, and
Cool.
then, tomorrow
Surprise
morning,
us.
hey, man, there's 100,000 in there. Yeah, okay, give me 10 of it.
We'll wrap the check around the Dr. Pepper bottle the next time, and we'll hold it up. Be like,
We'll get ourselves a cashier's check and wrap it around the bottle.
no, we need one of those big fucking 8-foot checks. We just
Really?
hold up.
God.
Publishers Clearinghouse.
Yeah,
motherfucker.
I want it on some gator board. Oh man.
Look at me, motherfucker.
Oh, he really did cry when Iron Man died?
Oh,
Wow.
Who just posted that?
Liz.
I told you.
Lindsay.
I told you. Look, if you know me, if anybody knows me or even has an inkling of following me on even Facebook or even Instagram, you know.
When the hell
like,
did he get so
The
emotional?
Avengers are like near and dear to me. I have watched from beginning to end and looked at all those conspiracy videos on the plot holes and stuff and how to connect them and stuff since Iron Man came out in 08. I'm fully invested. Like there's people out there like superhero movies, and I'm like, yeah, you're right. I get why you can say that, but fuck, I like them. And the only one that's been able to do it, like the only series that's been able to keep me hooked. X-Men started, and then they fell off with a couple Wolverines until they let Logan out. Then I was like, okay. And then the Avengers series, like from Iron Man on, started, and I was like, holy shit. And with the exception of Incredible Hulk, it was okay. It's a good connecting story, whatever. But let's be honest, that didn't really follow because, like, what's his name? American History X. Why can't I think of his name? The actor.
Oh, Edward Norton?
Edward Norton,
Oh, man,
Mark
he's
Ruffalo.
one of my favorite freaking actors of all time.
Yes, he's a good actor, but they went from him to Mark Ruffalo in Avengers. So you got to be like, well, Hulk.
Are you talking about the Hulk?
Yeah, Hulk was there as a like they feel it, but the thing is, and that nobody knows is because Hulk is owned by another entity, and so is Spider-Man. I don't remember who Hulk is owned by, but Spider-Man's owned by Sony still, and they won't let it go. That's how they're getting their money from Disney from the whole Marvel collaboration. But that's why you'll never see a standalone Spider-Man movie on Disney currently. They may change that in the future. We've all seen like all kinds of crazy things happen with media in general between Disney, Netflix, Amazon, whatever you want to name. But right now, Sony owns that right. That's why you can't find any of the Spider-Man entities on Disney.
Which, oh, by the way, Sony, I think you should sponsor this because all the cameras are Sony and all the lenses are G Master lenses. And, oh, by the way, my ginormous TV downstairs is Sony. And all the screens in both my cars, I think, are Sony.
I used to own a Sony.
And the headphones Andy's wearing right now are Sony.
I lost the I lost the Sony in the divorce.
Oh, no.
It's okay. I still got a 70-inch. It's cool. Jokes.
I can give you a link to some if y'all need some TVs. I got a link.
Look, man, I'll be 100% honest. I was walking through Target. I saw an LG 70-inch screen HG Home and Garden.
Home and Garden TV.
HD 4K
4K, yeah.
4K, and it was like $670. I was like, done, in the cart. Let's go. And
Nice.
It's pretty.
It's pretty.
See, so, I'm renting, so I didn't go through the walls. I bought that conduit, that white conduit, and I did it all
Oh, got you.
along the wall.
Oh, so you're not like
wire.
Devin. You're not like Devin. You have to run all kinds of fucking wires all through the walls. And
If I own the house, you better believe I'm up in the attic just...
okay, fine, whatever.
You should see me in my car. You saw the wiring, right?
Yeah.
So to wire what I've done in that car, I've had to contort my body that at 40 years old I should not have contorted my body to. And I've literally spent 2 to 3 days so yes, if I owned the house, man, I'd be like up in the attic, having him downstairs knocking on the wall, do you hear it? Yeah, just put a hole there.
Right.
We'll fix it. I own the house.
Well, that's what's funny you mentioned that because you saw my ceilings downstairs looking like Swiss cheese. I was like, I've really been wanting to do a 14.2 surround sound, and
You might as well run it. Just pull those boards down. They're not plastered yet. Just fucking get up there, man. You have kitchen speakers. You could run them into the old red room.
Oh shit! Now he's trying to one up me. He's like, no, just wire the entire downstairs.
I know how you think you do it. You would be in the kitchen wiring that and being like, that's only another 15 feet. And you'd be like,
I hate when this guy knows how I think.
It's because everything that you do, you do it, it gets done, and then you're like something else jogs your whatever you want to call it, because I get the same thing too. It's happening with the car. You don't even want to fucking know how long this thing. I've been working on this motherfucker for.
First thing I asked Andy, I go, "Hey, is your car done yet?"
I get an idea and I started to put it. I'm like, and then I'm watching the Instagram feeds, and I'm like, but if I switched it up like that, and then I go in there, I'm like, oh, I can do this, and it's like design change, and that's the whole fucking problem with building a custom design is you have to be ready to start over and make a mistake and shit. And the thing is your panels on your kitchen are already ready to come down, and literally you could, if you had one of them, not a plumber snake. I don't even know what they are.
A wire, yeah. I have.
Sorry, excuse me. I don't mean to burp on the air.
It's all good.
Shoot that shit. Just like a motherfucking arrow.
Could I fly a fucking drone with some wires through?
Oh, snap. Live feed that bitch.
Idea.
That would be one of your fucking FU casts. Hey, check us out, man.
Just go through the...
tie some wires.
What if you find treasure? What if you find some valuable shit in your floor, bro?
Shit!
You record that shit and be live. Fuck yeah! I'm just saying, man. They got those little drones. I saw it on Josh Gates guy. He had this thing, threw it into the cave, and it had this little and then he's like, they use this to fucking explore where bombs are and shit, and it just goes back in this cave. It's got a little tail and 2 wheels. Throw that shit in between your fucking ceiling. Yeah, man. Just this is good right here. Have it pull that wire over there. Rig something to let go of the wire so it can come back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I feel you.
If anybody can make it happen, you're the one that's up all night thinking about shit like this.
I know.
I got the idea.
This idea didn't just come out of nowhere.
Okay, so wait.
But you got to make it work. I'm not that smart.
Okay, how did all that go again?
Which part?
The drone.
Where do you want me to start?
The whole thing.
When we start, so
the whole thing.
So it's not a drone.
Dude, I'm just kidding.
No,
man,
man, I got this. Hold on.
Hold on, he's gonna re-explain it to the whole fucking audience.
Sorry, excuse me.
no, I'm just fucking with you.
But I'm just saying, you could, that would be great. Devin's home
with the sarcastic face.
Devin's home DIY, man. If he grows his beard back, he'll be the next Bob Vila.
Kayla says, Devin begins with impulse, then squirrel.
Yeah, that's true.
I know. True. I sympathize with your plight, Devin.
Well, it's just like that 300Z that's sitting in the garage. I'm like, well, yeah, my original intentions were to take the whole damn car apart and build it right.
Devin.
And then Andy goes,
Devin.
You're busy as...
Okay, so...
You don't have fucking time.
All right, so listen, I want to... And this is just... coming from the and again, I'm the industry I come
nasty,
from.
Man.
I work with.
You can get the big
Nailed
with
it.
that.
I've worked with technicians.
Yeah.
In my industry.
Well, tell them when they get fucking bored, they can come over. I got 300
No.
that's calling their names.
They do this for a living, and their cars are sitting in their garage, not done.
Yeah.
So just understand, you are a busy man. When you have time to, I mean,
Yeah, when I have to, that's what's funny because my parents are like, oh, you didn't finish this, and this yet? I'm like, no, that's priority number 387,641. When it gets up to the 386,000.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just okay from an investment standpoint.
Yeah.
I just know there's some forums you could sell that thing on and get a lot of money for it. People would pay a lot of money for that car.
Unfortunately, I've already been down that road, and everybody and their mom's like, I want it running. I want it served to me on a silver platter. And I'm like, no, bitch, it's buy it where it is, as it is. I'm trying to get it out of my damn garage so that way I have a garage so I can actually park $100,000
Well, how much will a wrecking yard pay for it?
Fuck, I don't
I mean, that's kind of where, I mean,
if you don't get rid of it, you just take it out to a wrecking yard.
Well,
or have
actually-
them come and get it.
Actually, and this is what I told
That
Raymond.
hurts.
I said, hey,
I know that hurts.
hold on. I know it hurts my
I
soul
mean, it's
too.
a 300ZX. If anybody's looking for a 300ZX, what year?
It's a 93.
93 300ZX convertible. What's done to it?
It's got lowering springs. It's been
Nothing.
lowered.
Lowering springs.
Yeah, it's got.
It's in
exhaust,
okay
intake.
condition. Let's be honest.
Well, I mean, the interior is probably a 9 out of 10.
You need a detailing. You need a
Yeah, it's
cleaning.
been sitting in my
It's
damn
been
garage.
It's okay.
Yeah, but I mean, I did the new fuel pump, new fuel regulator, fuel rail, fuel.
Is there a turbo on this
damper.
thing?
There's not a turbo on it.
How much you asking?
Well, put a fucking turbo in it. Maybe it'll sell.
Stop it. Stop it. No, let's not encourage him to spend more money on this.
I'm
thing.
just kidding.
No, hold
I'm
on.
just kidding.
No, to his point, you know what the
He'll
funny
listen
thing is?
to you though. He give him that serious face you gave me.
No, that's why I bought the Mercedes.
No, hey dude.
It's got
Hey,
the twin
let's
turbo V8.
let's get the fucking turbo on the 300. No bullshit.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's do it.
300 turbo.
Let's spend the money on it.
What? The problem is that I'm running into is the
Oh.
space. I can't do it in the little space that I have in the garage.
No, let's pay somebody to do it. Get it done. Like for real.
Yeah.
Like,
Fuck with me, motherfucker.
He's trying to do the sarcastic
I mean,
face.
Tried.
too.
I was like, I'm not buying this
I mean,
shit.
like,
Now, if I would
Trying
have
to
done
fill me
it,
full of shit.
what are you asking? What are you asking for it?
$3,000. That's it.
Oh.
I know.
How-
Yeah. I go the parts alone that I put in.
Hold on,
worth
is it
more
because
than-
it's a convertible?
No, actually, convertibles are a few and far between now.
But they're heavy.
They actually, I can't remember what the weight differentiation between.
there's a lot of weight
The,
difference.
the convertibles are heavy because of all the mechanical gears that make the top come up. Or
No,
wait,
it's manual.
Is that?
It's manual. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
Oh, guys, back up. I'm sorry, it's not heavier because you do have to put the top down by hand.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know if that's in some people's book that's a plus, and like probably millennials, they're probably like, what? A
It's
manual
too much.
top?
Hey,
kinda-
you know
What is a
what?
manual
That
top?
would be.
What is this manual?
Yeah, I know. That would be way too much work for a millennial to put back the top on the.
Not all millennials. There are some. Like I've actually met a couple that do.
They're a few and far between.
I respect them. I really do.
Hey,
But
if you need more ice,
Do you?
hey, look, they look like little weird
Ice holes.
they're
ice holes.
He calls them ice holes. I know. I was like,
Is it good?
Dude,
that's
Ice
the
holes.
fucking greatest thing ever.
Ice
I applaud
holes.
you, sir. I applaud you. That
I
is
like
awesome.
those ice holes.
Can I put some ice holes in my drink, please?
Everybody that doesn't know what the hell we're talking about.
Ice
They
holes.
can't.
ice
All they
holes.
see
Hold
is
on,
ice.
let me see.
You gotta hold one up and like put it up to the camera and like make it go through the ice hole. Yeah, make the camera go through the ice hole.
Man, I need a haircut. Look at that shit. I'm wolfing.
Yeah, you do.
Oh damn, bro.
I'm gonna go out and
Asshole.
follow the moon.
Hey, do we know any beauticians that can come up here and do a live haircut?
Kayla said, Andy, you're fired. I don't know what about, but oh, look at that.
Ice hole.
See, there's an ice hole.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, yeah.
Got to thank those Sony cameras for
The
that.
things you never thought you'd see on a podcast is ice holes,
Ice
holes.
coined by
Oh.
Patrick. Patrick, what's your last name, man? Yeah, okay, never mind. It's all good.
Martin.
He had to think about it for a second. He's like, should I tell Andy? He's like, this motherfucker's suspect.
No. It's Martin, man. Martin. No, you know how I got the asshole thing?
No, how?
It's
Where'd that
because
come from?
okay, hold on. It's because
No, I gotta know right now. Hurry up, fast, quick. Damn it. Still waiting.
okay. No, how I got it was that when me and a group of friends we went to Bennigan's when Bennigan's was in business back like in the late '80s, and so we were there at a big table and everything, and one of the girls there, she got a straw, and she put it through the eye. She goes, "Look, Patrick, an asshole." And I just kind of went, "Oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool." Well,
Yeah, now he's fucking patented it.
and I want to patent it
You should have.
because I mean she's no longer here with us, so
Oh,
you know, yeah.
See,
So-
you like. If she was still alive, I probably would have ran with the story. I'm like, yeah, I can, but no. If like when she's passed, you got to do the right thing, because then
Yeah, you got to do the right thing.
Yeah.
Go ahead and patent it.
Yeah.
like let's
Because she's not gonna.
All right, let's get on there right now. We can patent it. We can patent it right now. Hold on. Okay, y'all two talking. Let me patent it.
All right, so
does it
Kayla
cost
says,
money?
telling Devin to turbo the 300. You don't know the struggle. LOL.
Yes, I do.
And then she goes, Kayla says, he just started to let it go.
Don't forget, I've been in and out of his life for a long time. Trust me, I understand. That's why I'm trying to tell him to get it going.
Speaking of which, I never did get to finish the damn shots story.
Oh yeah, shots.
What shot story?
Back to the shots story.
Shots.
So he was hired
shots.
at Shots.
Yeah, so
Basically for $750.
yes,
plus tips.
Plus tips. And so the
So
Damn,
was
I
tips-
can't believe
so
my
were
short-term
tips good?
memory recalled that.
I know, man. I'm proud of you.
I'm fucking with Devin here. So is the
I cared enough to listen to your story.
was the
Thank you, bro.
was the
Good
tip,
looking out.
was the tips good?
You're better than my host over here.
What?
Fuck you.
So,
Excuse me. Sorry. F you.
F you. Yes. Thank you. There. That's
frustration unlimited.
limited.
Like shit.
All right, so Shots $750.
Okay, go ahead.
Plus
Shot
tips.
750.
All right. So then I was there, and
I was on the bar taking. Sorry, my bad. Gotta
so
shut
this
up.
girl kept coming in, right? And I was like, damn, this girl's like, pretty hot looking, and like, yeah.
Okay, anyways.
hold on.
Anyways.
For the environment.
Okay.
Let me
Oh,
preference
okay.
Disclaimer.
that. Yeah. So let me go
I
back.
mean, it's
I
a
didn't,
disclaimer.
I didn't describe shots.
When there's nothing but pigeons around, it's easier to look like an eagle. I understand.
Yes. beautifully
I'm just
put.
saying, I get it.
So this chick was an eagle or a pigeon?
Which one was she? I
Or
think
was she a buzzard?
I don't.
A buzzard?
I think she was probably a
Like I
condor.
prefer to
A
omit.
condor? No, a condor is
Like, let's
better
not-
looking
let's
than
not-
a buzzard.
Let's not go too deep into it.
I
Like,
know.
Let's just put.
better looking, but
Like I said, I omit this part of my life.
yeah. So anyway,
Okay, yeah, okay, no more. Go ahead.
He omits this part. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it. So
As I take another shot.
you might need a couple more. So any whore, I mean any.
Y'all think that's funny?
Oh
You
my
think
God,
that's funny?
serious
It's
face
pretty.
over
It's
here.
pretty. Yeah, actually,
Any horror? You think that's funny?
it's. Hey.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
Look at me. You think it's funny?
Yes.
I don't.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I prefer
He fucking laughs his ass off.
sophomoric humor. I can't help myself, man.
He's
So,
I don't
laughing
give a
his
shit.
so yes, back.
so
I gotta
anyway,
hear
so,
that. I gotta,
so we start talking whatever. She's like, oh yeah, my boyfriend, blah blah blah, my boyfriend this, my boyfriend that. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm not even gonna talk to this chick. But I'm like, compared to the dinosaurs and all the pigeons that I saw, I was like, damn, this girl's like way at least decent looking, whatever. So anyway, she comes in like 3 or 4 times, and so like I knew her drink, blah blah blah. And then the last time she came in, she was like, "Oh yeah, my boyfriend's gonna be here, in about 5 or 10 minutes." I was like, "Oh yeah." She never once told me her fucking boyfriend's name, right? She just told me boyfriend. Then who shows up 10 minutes later this guy.
Yeah. Him right
Andy
there.
shows up, and I'm like going, oh my. I was like, all this time this chick kept talking about her fucking boyfriend, and I never once thought to ask his fucking name, who it was, and then he shows up, and I'm like,
So just to give you a bit of backstory on that too. So the brother to who I was dating, his wife worked at Shots with you, and so did Tucker. And Tucker, we used to come up there. I don't know where he's at, so I don't really care about using his name. But Tucker, we used to come up there, and so I don't know. I don't remember how I did this. I really don't. Like, I think back to it because one night I actually counted what I drank. And I legitimately, he used to make these bong waters, but not the normal. That's what they call the shot. Sorry, let me preface this.
we are at a bar.
Let me preface
we are
this
at a bar
shit.
called Shots.
So he make this bong water, but it's called a bong water, but he made his own version of it because I've had a bong water and it tastes like fucking shit.
That's a drink.
It's a shot.
Drink.
Oh.
And I've had different versions of it, and most of the time it tastes like fucking trash, like what you think bong water probably
would
tastes
taste
like
exactly.
like
Hence
bong
the
water
name.
smells like.
Yeah, right.
So not that I would know, but anyways, so he makes these things, and I would like every two I would drink a fucking glass of water. And granted, I pissed a lot, but dude, there was one night, dude, I knocked back like 11 shots. It was over a long period of time. This isn't like within 2.5 hours I knocked back 11 shots. It was over a period of time, but holy cow, dude. Like, I knocked all this back. I remember walking out of there like...
You're like...
Well, I mean, it also helped that I literally lived like stone's throw distance from the bar, but...
Right.
Like, I was like, what? And like, granted, like, not all the liquors he put in it were heavy stout liquors, but he still put like 8 liquors in one fucking shot.
It doesn't matter when like everything in it is a liquor. Yeah.
I don't know what he did or if I just drank enough water to balance out, but there's now sometimes I take 2 or 3 shots. I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm good for the rest of the night. Let's not. I mean, it depends. It just, but yeah, back then, like, I don't know. I was, like I said, it was a very dark time in my life.
Well, that's what's funny. Like, Kayla introduced me to these things called Beatbox. It looks like a little, almost like a Capri Sun, but it's like a cardboard.
Was that a Louisiana thing?
I don't know. Like, get some at QT. And I drank one because it was in my fridge forever, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And I didn't have any mixers.
Like adult beverage?
Yeah, it's adult beverage. It's like 12% alcohol.
Hey,
But by the time I got
Malt
to the
liquor.
end of it, I was like going, damn, I'm feeling some kind of way. I was like, holy shit. I don't know what the hell they put in this thing, but I'm like, damn.
Oh, earlier when I was up there at QT.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and
Go get you some of those beatboxes. Oh, and Beatbox, if y'all want to sponsor this.
No.
Hey,
when I was up
since
there,
we're throwing out sponsorships
we
tonight,
are. We're throwing them out left and right.
Okay, I like K-Swiss.
K-Swiss?
I wear them like a lot.
Hey,
of
what
them.
size you wear?
9s.
Ah, shit.
I love K-Swiss.
I was like, I got a pair in my closet right now. They have only been worn.
Oh, you're not going to go with Nike?
Nike's been boycotted. Haven't you heard?
No. Nike is going after Lil Nas X and the company that's producing those speakers.
Oh, did
That's
we
what- or
cancel
those
them?
sneakers? Have you? So
All right, go ahead.
So if you want what I've gotten
Give me the
411 on, so
Oh, it's
Little
Give me the
Nas,
skinny
Little,
on the-
so
on the
Little
sneaker
Nas
case.
X, number one, he you know.
yeah, that's
okay. So
double sheet.
number one, anybody that's doing their thing, I'm not gonna sit here and say I hate on them because then it's gonna look like, oh, they're making millions of dollars. Why am I not doing that? If I could do that and this and that. So Lil Nas X, he's doing his thing. Big ups to him. I'm not hating on him, but he released this video. I don't know if you've seen it, but he is lap dancing a devil, and I don't judge lifestyles. I accept all lifestyles. I believe everybody should love and marry whoever they want. 100% back that up. But this video is not something that I personally would watch. I know other people would watch it. The thing is what has happened now is Lil Nas X did the Old Town Road.
Yeah.
And I know he's probably regretting that he has attached to him like this, but Children love that song.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely love that song, okay?
Yeah.
My kid, it comes on, he's like, and I know it's not the greatest song in the world, and some of the lyrics aren't that great,
But it's got a good
kids
hook.
love it. You go to a little rodeo stadium, and they play it, and all the children are singing it, right? So that is what it is. I've seen his videos. He's always gone a different direction. Again, nothing against him, but this video, he's lap dancing a devil, and I mean totally like what you'd see at
Damn, I wish I could play it on here, but I know damn well YouTube would fucking copyright.
And the only reason I saw it is because it went with the to his response to the shoe, to what's going on the internet to his shoe.
Yeah, so what originally, do you know what originally started this?
He partnered with so if you ever look on Instagram, you see all those Instagrams now that the artist customizes shoes or draws stuff and people pay them to do that.
Yeah.
So he got with somebody and decided to, I don't know if he purchased the shoes himself. I don't know the whole background. I'm only speaking on what I know, but he launched 666 pairs of these shoes. And they're called the Nike.
Ironically.
I don't remember what Nike version there are, but they're called the Satan, and they include a pendant that has human blood in it, supposedly. Supposedly. I don't know. I haven't gone to the... Is this human blood?
He didn't DNA
Is that in
test
the
it.
shoe?
So,
Thank you for that preference.
Is that in the shoe?
It's a pendant you get with it.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's a pentagram. It's a pentagram. It's a freaking pentagram.
Wow, I haven't heard any of
And
this.
look, here's the other thing. Is okay. Let me go ahead and preface this too. I don't have anything necessarily against Satanists. I'm not going to go out and call you guys a bunch of, bad words, and because I don't down other religions, and I don't think my religion is absolutely perfect. I choose to believe something higher than myself, but
the religion of Andy.
When I see shoes coming out that say Satan on them, and everybody, I guarantee you these things are going to sell out if it doesn't turn into a lawsuit.
Right.
Okay. These things are going to be off the shelves with the quickness, and because dude, it's a marketing genius. He's doing his things. I don't agree with it.
Yeah.
And at all. But the thing is they're going to sell. Well, Nike today came out and spoke out against. They're not into spreading this message, and that he should not have put whatever this branding is on this shoe.
Yeah.
And so, because I thought when I first heard it, I just like everybody else, I thought I was like, F Nike, I can't believe this. I can't believe they would get behind this. And apparently they're not.
Well, I mean, because look at the Drake video where everybody's like, dude, is this a Nike commercial?
Well, apparently they're not behind it. So they came out and spoke, and of course TMZ is already, this is
TMZ on everything.
Yeah, I know. I don't. You want to talk about true liberalism? TMZ is the epitome of that, especially when it comes to reporting anything about police. But I'm not going to go there either, because that's just
I will save that topic for another day.
Yeah. So, but
because there's a lot of police.
Yes.
In the news.
There is.
Look. So I know there is. I know there is. But the thing is it's like you pick and choose who you put in the news, man.
That's the problem that I have with the news. And
they
that's
don't
why
do it.
originally,
They don't pick. They don't pick and choose who they put in the news, man.
Somebody else does, but
It's their producers that do it.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's the. You know what? I can't.
No,
Don't.
hold on.
Don't. You don't have to.
You don't have to.
I'll do it.
I'll go ahead. I was gonna say
We'll do it.
Either one of us will do it for you, because I actually worked for.
I can't.
Multiple media sources.
I don't want to get political. Damn it, dude.
Don't get political.
It's
then.
not about getting political. You don't
just
have to
take a
get
shot.
It is though. That's just it.
Okay.
You know it is.
Well,
it all is. It all ties back to. Never mind.
Yeah, just take a shot and we'll tell it. We'll tell it.
Yeah, no. I mean,
is that peanut butter?
Mm-hmm. This one's peanut butter cup. I don't like this one as much as the other ones, but right now I could.
Sorry, Devin. Go ahead. I want to.
oh shit!
I want to taste.
It's like
this
we're
peanut
gonna
butter.
talk about, and all of a sudden it's
I don't have-
me. I'm gonna talk about it.
I don't have a glass.
Do you got a cup up here somewhere?
No, I don't have a cup. Really?
It's gonna taste like cherries and peanut butter, dude. Nobody wants that. Would you want peanut butter in your cherry? Gross.
Andrew. No, I just want just a little bit, man.
Go ahead. I'm listening. Shit. I don't want to.
No,
No, you don't want.
We're gonna.
You don't want
I was gonna
ice
have
water.
Devin start it.
Okay.
Ice and water it down.
Sorry, I got distracted by drinks.
Most do
Beverages.
crimes to the level
Do you have
that
paper
would
towels?
make the news to gain street credit and
What?
Billy Joel Award. Oh,
What's
Billy
going on?
Badass Award.
What's going on?
I thought it was
who said
Billy
what?
Joel.
What?
Patrick, what the hell's in your drink?
No.
Only had
I will reread this because
Dr. Pepper.
Patrick completely Bushnell this.
Is that enough? You want more?
That's good.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I just wanted to try it.
Kayla says so. Yes, most do crimes to the level that would make the news to gain street cred and a Billy Badass Award.
I thought it was Billy Joel.
No, it's not Billy Joel.
Okay.
Your reading is No Bueno Enchilada.
I know.
I just feel a
I'm
Billy
the
Joel
oldest
song
out of
coming
everybody
on.
here anyway,
I feel like
so.
an '80s Billy Joel coming on. No, I'm just gonna leave it go.
You want to play one?
Joel says, man, Walter Cronkite reading the newspaper on TV days are just gone. Don't get me started. Wrote those bullshit stories for fun when they actually still paid for them. Hey,
News
Joel,
sucks.
feel free to write
Media
some stories.
sucks. All media sucks. All media.
Yeah, when concrete.
Even the media that I
Contact-
use
Damn,
every
what they
day.
call it,
Cronkite.
Dr. Pepper.
I mean,
Cronkite. Yeah. That guy was cool.
Hey, was. You didn't hear no beat.
Dan Rather.
You never heard no beat with Walter Cronkite.
Tom Brokaw.
Hi, I'm Tom Brokaw. I'm here with...
And this is NBC News.
So, yes, going back.
That's pretty good, man.
where are we?
When we originally started this podcast, the idea came from a certain somebody who said fake news this, fake news that. So we were like, you know what? Let's start a podcast that everything we broadcast is fake news. And let's just call ourselves fake news.
Couldn't do that.
But then we were like, you know what? No.
My political stance is
Uh-oh.
Go ahead. We're waiting for it.
car audio, Avengers, and firearms.
That is not a political stance, sir.
You
But
know,
anyway.
you know you would vote for me right now. You know you would.
Well, just on the car audio.
Somebody would vote for me.
Yeah, just on
With
the
with
car
what's
audio
going on in the current presidency, somebody would vote for me.
Yeah.
I'd get at least 3
At
somewhere.
least 3.
I don't
At
know.
least 3 votes.
I'd get at least.
Hey,
At least 3.
Hey, I'll
Hey,
at least get 2.
If I got 3 votes in a presidential race, are you kidding me? I would parade that in front of everyone. You fuckers. Somebody likes me, damn it! I fucking told you.
Even if it's only fucking 3. Fuck all y'all.
This is a presidential election. I didn't ask for your local opinion. This is the country, motherfucker. Sorry, I digress.
Oh, no, it's funny.
Sorry.
Because actually, we just did this kind of like as a outlet or whatever because there was so much shit going on. And it's just like,
outlet.
yeah, thank you.
Oh, yeah. It is. Thanks.
I
Because I'm
completely
like, there's-
support what you're all doing.
Dude, there's so much shit going on every fucking day. It's like, and to not be edited and scripted and like that is like our quintessential key is that there's absolutely no script and everything is not pre-planned. It's not pre-broadcast. When you came in here, you didn't have any topic or anything you would or would not discuss. Like it literally is free form.
As they call it in the industry, it's organic.
Organic. Exactly. And that's one of those things.
Is that what they
like,
call it? I don't know.
Yeah. I call it orgasmic, but you know,
Orgasmic.
organic.
Oh,
So
God.
that's what she said, you know.
I got to relate it to the.
Oh, yeah. It's
Beavis
Beavis and Butthead.
He said orgasmic.
Oh.
That sounded like
Dumbass.
that sounds like sex operated butthead. Oh, what are you wearing? Sorry, my bad. I know. I like it is right now. Is it now this time to this platform gives everybody a voice, whether
Right.
it be y'all's or, like you said, what is inspiring everybody to do this craze right now is Rogan.
Yeah.
A couple of gentlemen at my work, they actually started a podcast too as well. Pretty interesting. I'm not going to advertise it because I don't know if I have the rights to advertise or whatnot, but they do a really good show. You guys have been like pretty funny, like some of your topics, and like I said, the intro, like you guys. So just anyone that doesn't know Devin and Patrick like I do, so that's their work that they have done. Because when I first saw it, I was like, man, this is a little dark. But it's some of the work that they've done both on film and kind of acting at the same time as well, and et cetera. So, if anybody tunes into this podcast, don't let that be off-putting. That's actually some of the actual production values that they've had and some of the work that they've done. So, like I said, if I think that it looked like something real, that means the production value wasn't bad at all.
Right.
So yes, don't let that put you off. Like the first time I saw it, I saw the thing flash again. It was just Patrick holding somebody down. I was like, where is this going? And
Hey, you
You're
know
like,
what?
damn, what the hell is this podcast about?
You know what? That was kind of fun.
I'm
It
not.
was, but too bad we couldn't get it totally made.
You
Since
know,
we didn't
so
have a shot list.
The reason I agree with you though was kind of fun.
Oh yeah, you
But
weren't there
acting
on set.
acting gives y'all a chance to let go. You know
It
what
does.
I'm saying?
It does.
Oh, yeah.
It's like our
Yeah,
outlet.
it does.
I'm not saying catch a charge, okay? But it does give you a reason. Like, I'm not saying that I would do it. I'm just saying I understand.
Right. Yeah, but that the first part of that
That's fucking great.
the first part of that intro.
I think Chris Rock said something like that.
Yeah,
one
I
of
was
his
gonna say, I was like,
stand-ups,
I've heard that before.
That's
but
not mine.
I can't
It's
remember.
not mine. I'm just saying it wasn't exactly. I didn't slate it right. Those of you are gonna be like, you didn't say it correct. You're right, I didn't.
It doesn't matter. Timing
But
is everything.
I am giving credit where
Yeah.
credit's due. It's not mine.
Oh yeah, thank you. But I mean, if we would have finished that and everything, I mean, it would have been pretty good, And it was my writing.
Patrick, do you want to talk about that day or couple days? You want to talk about that set or that?
No, I don't want to talk about that set.
That's a perfect segue.
I know, but man, I don't.
Segue.
No, because
Everybody.
You mean
Everybody
those things
knew.
that people used to ride around on 10 years ago, like
Segways.
segways?
I have one.
He still does.
I still
he still does, and we call him Paul Blart.
I thought I saw a hoverboard in there. I didn't see a Segway.
Yes, it's a Segway.
No, there's a Segway in there, and we call him Paul Blart.
And you got a hoverboard too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Or what they call a
Well,
hoverboard.
the hoverboard, I'm just taking the battery
When
out.
people say hoverboard,
Yeah.
back
think
in
about
future,
McFly.
I'm
It
thinking,
ain't hovering.
like, this ain't fucking hovering. Who's calling
No,
this a
it's
hoverboard?
got wheels. It's on the ground. It ain't hovering.
Like, who advertises? Lick my balls. Like, for real? Like,
Yeah, it's bullshit.
So when he's on it, we can call him McFly. So
No,
Marty.
the hoverboard.
So-
I'm basically taking all the parts out of it.
all right, anyways, back way, segue. Sorry,
Segue.
squirrel, ADD.
ADD.
Bunch of funny motherfuckers. That's what happens. Sorry.
So the set. The
No.
reason why I'm talking about the set, and the reason why I'm talking about Hollow Road and that particular clip, and why. So here's the deal. Okay, let me back up even before that. So
Oh, before we get, is this going to be a deep subject? Because I got to pee.
Really?
Keeping it real, I got to pee, man.
well, it's gonna. This part is gonna be like 30 seconds, but then the
Here's a,
Hollow Road part is
bottle.
probably.
Well, and then what if I got to go again? Pour it out and pee. Pour it out the window.
There's a window right out here.
All right.
Just go ahead.
So can I, you guys
Yeah, go ahead.
banter while I pee?
Go vacate.
Banter pee.
We got this.
Okay, go ahead.
So anyway, no, the reason
Wow, I got quiet.
they did. So what I was gonna bring up is because like trying to explain the intro to people that don't know you or I,
Right.
it doesn't make sense to them. Like
Oh no, I know it doesn't.
perfect example right here. But what other people don't realize is all of those clips and videos they've either are into some major projects we worked or were a part of, or they were some kind of a fucking clusterfuck headache that reminds us of never to do this the same way again.
Right.
But look at the results.
Yeah.
Look at some of the good shit we got out of it. You
Yep.
know?
I mean, I wrote Calamity. Calamity is the one with the two girls that are fighting, and then Lance holding them, hostage or whatever, and then Audrey, stabbing Lance in the, what was it, ankle?
So.
Ankle with the little sword.
Yeah.
With the little sword. And other video that we took, of the flower, the models in the flower and all that. And then and then when we shot Jill down in Corsicana, I mean, it's all of our work. That's it.
Yeah, it's our
either we shot the video, or I wrote it, or I produced it, whatever, And
then on my side of it, it's either I directed it, produced it, or I was acting in it, or it was something that is obviously out on Amazon or out in YouTube or out on Netflix or whatever. So it was kind of like scenes that I was actually in.
Which one was out on Amazon? Because it was the clown one, right?
The clown, yeah.
I watched that.
I haven't seen it.
That was like not bad, actually.
Is it still on there?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure.
So, like I said, I'm an empath.
Yeah.
So I watched that and I was like,
So there's actually
what does that mean?
They're supposed to.
you go.
There's a message in it. Like I'm trying to think like the.
Okay, I'll watch it tonight. I'll watch it.
It's a kid that, he runs back into his father.
Right.
Oh, okay.
His father basically is a billionaire, and he says,
dude, it was like, I was like, I get the storyline, but this is what I'm saying? You throw this in the front of the right people, and it's a tearjerker.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
See, so the thing is I'm a big fan of movies like if you can fall asleep to in a good mood. Mm-hmm. But if I fall asleep sad, like fuck that. I hate that feeling, dude. I don't know if it's something that just is,
and I took that role on because a lot of the roles that I've taken on were either a detective,
you were a PI, right?
Yeah, or a SWAT, or a PI, or some kind of a military, like police or undercover type role, or SWAT or DEA.
For some reason,
and I'm like, this was the first role that I was like, okay, I can now be like this billionaire mogul. Is completely outside of what I normally get, typecasted. And it's funny because they always talk about it in the industry how people get typecasted. And so I was like, well, this, maybe I'll do this role because it'll get me outside of that shit. But yeah, sorry.
Get talked about.
Yeah, whatever,
dude. As somebody and the reason I do that with movies, and I don't know why I do it. Like people, the people that are big readers, they do it with books a lot. I legitimately put myself in the shoes of that person. Like if this was real, even when it's like fantasy fantasy as fuck, I'm still like, what if I actually lost somebody like that and did it, and how would it fucking affect me? This and that. I do that for some reason. My mind immediately goes into whatever I'm watching.
Well, so what Patrick does, that's a good job of a story writer and a director, and at the same time a DP, is that they can make the audience, it's called a suspension of disbelief.
Yeah.
So the audience that's watching it, they actually put themselves in those shoes. So as a director and as a director of photography and in film, your goal is to get the audience to relate to what is actually being filmed.
That's easy for if you got me as your audience.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to say anything's bad. You're gonna catch me no matter what. You put a humanizing moral plot to something, and I'm gonna be like, oh.
Yeah, well, you know what? I mean, Calamity is one of them.
Yo, you'll love Calamity. Honestly, that's one of the. Okay, so that's talked about the backtrack of how you and I met.
Okay, Calamity. Okay, and I'll explain this right quick. Calamity is about my dad, when he first started developing dementia, and he was, of course, he was getting everybody confused, and all that, and he had a lady friend that pretty much, screwed him over,
Okay.
So,
dementia. Lady friend screwed him over.
Right.
Speaking of dementia.
Yeah, right?
My
perfect timing.
No. A little
Only
bit
jokes.
a little bit of the bass down or whatever, if you can do it.
Bass sound.
It's distortion.
Yeah, there we go. No,
It's just headphones.
is it my headphones?
Yeah.
You're turning mine down or something.
Turn
Because
all of them on. All of them.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
What are you doing?
Sorry. But no, I mean it's about dementia. It's about, dealing with dementia. It's about learning how to deal with it and everything. And of course, I mean there were certain things that I wanted to be in there, but other people decided to take control of it while I wasn't able to be off work and all that crap. You know what I'm saying? So that's it.
And
Sorry.
No, you're good. The microphone was
dementia is and
close. When you get really close,
Yeah,
it starts to get overmodulated.
the heart
Yeah.
part of me. As far as the empath, dementia is one of those like.
Yeah, it's hard, man.
Yeah,
It's like, what
you
do you-
can't
what do you
explain.
do?
It's there's all kinds of loss, but it's very hard to lose somebody while they're still alive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
it's-
probably one of the worst things.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah,
like,
because
lights are on, but nobody's home. You know, what I mean?
right. Well, it's like I have an uncle.
brain.
I have an uncle out there in East Texas that is just there. You know what I'm
They're
saying?
physically, but not mentally.
The brain does.
Right.
Right.
The,
He forgot how to eat. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
It
saying?
happens.
And that's my dad's brother. And then my aunt was just diagnosed with dementia, and it took her, from what my cousins told me, it took her 9 hours to get from Abilene back to Corsicana, which is only like a 2.5, 3 hour drive.
it's
It's a tough, nasty little fucking.
the things that the things that the brain we take for granted, and you find
yeah.
out in like. And this is if y'all want to keep going, it's okay. But this is as much as I'm gonna say the things you find out that the brain controls and the pieces of people's personalities and stuff. Because you can take a dementia patient back to a neighborhood they grew up in like 1964, and they'll tell you exactly where they lived, and they'll recall it, or a certain song comes on, and they'll like be instantly transported back. But then when you try to recall,
What they did yesterday or what they ate.
it's or the fact that the hardest thing is a child or even a grandchild like looking into that person's eyes and then not recognizing who they are. That is hard. That is
it's like, how do you
truly,
explain that
truly,
to a
truly
kid?
like, and hard isn't even the word to describe it.
No.
But I'm not going to go into description. But yeah, that's a whole road we could go down to as well. I mean, that's.
That sounds like, is that something that you experienced or something that?
Jackson's great grandfather, which is pretty much his granddad. That's he.
Because it sounds like it was really personal. That's why I was wondering if that was something that was,
I've seen it happen to people.
Yeah.
And
But no, to seeing it happen to people and then actually experiencing it are two different things. From what I'm gathering from what you're saying is something that you experienced. That's why I was asking.
Well, so when I met Ashley's grandfather, like he was, he's 6'2", 6'3", and he's getting close to his 80s, and he's still drinking. You know what I'm saying? We used to kick back like Jose Cuervo a little bit together, like not like getting hammered or anything, but
Right.
he, at one point in his life, he had a quart of Jose, Cuervo by the chair for a little while. When he had heart problems, even his doctor is like, does it feel better when you're having that? Because at a certain point, you can't put somebody under anymore. And he's like, does it feel better when you're drinking? And he's like, yeah, the pain goes away. And he's like, quality of life at this point.
Right.
Well, he ended up with dementia, and unfortunately, and I say unfortunately, it's all part of life and this experience. But I had to go. Well, no, I didn't have to. I chose to go see him as he was hospital bedridden, hadn't eaten in 2 weeks. This is like right before Christmas, and he did pass. But this is a man that like no more than 4 or 5 years ago was drinking at one of his relatives' funerals with him in the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? Like not drunk, not getting drunk, but sipping out the flask before we went in to have breakfast after the funeral. You know what I'm saying? He was a funny man. Like, he was a little bit of an old little, one of those old, I say little, no, old, dirty old man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He had some great jokes and stuff and whatnot. And he was pretty funny. But, and I miss the man, and unfortunately, I had to be part of seeing him go while he was still alive. And it's not as personal if it was like direct descendant of me, but it's still like it's again, and this the empath in me, like even thinking of having to put my like even if I put myself in his shoes,
right,
and have to like look at that, and and also look at it from Jackson, like. That was his grandfather.
Yeah, exactly.
Jackson took it well. I'm not gonna lie. When he understood and he was a little bit sad, but he's 6 years old. Maybe one day he'll get it. He might be a little more upset, but yeah, no, it was a little bit, a little personal, but that happens to people. Unfortunately, it wasn't dementia; it was age. But that happened to my mother not too long ago when she lost her fiance. So. I mean, it goes around. It's part of life, and it's something you have to deal with and learn to somehow, sucks.
Yeah, so what's going, like, on that point? Like, I haven't heard about, because I know you lost your father. How's your mother doing?
Mom's living here.
Local?
Granbury.
Okay.
So I got an aunt out in Pecan Plantation. I got an aunt and uncle out there. And I'll tell you the truth, like, there's a couple aunt and uncles that I like how they retired, and this is one of them because my uncle's an engineer, very smart man, very dry sense of humor, very smart man. Has a Cessna 195, the old tail dragger, built himself, 2 of them. First one I can't remember if he bought, but the second one he did build because he caught a crosswind with his first one and actually wrecked it. But he lives out in Pecan Plantation. One half's a golf course, and the other half is pilots, and they have their own airstrip in the neighborhood. And their alleyway is a landing strip, and his quote-unquote man cave is a 1,200 square foot hangar. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a man cave
with a plane, a Z06, and not a modest boat. It's not one of your boats. It's a modest boat. But my uncle.
One of my boats. You make it sound like I got a fucking menagerie of boats.
Okay. The boats that between you and your parents. Okay.
Oh yeah.
It's a modest boat. It gets the job done. It takes
my parents aren't listening to this podcast.
You don't know that, man.
I still beat you on boats.
Anyways,
they
got something to
size.
They got something to take the kids out when the kids are in town. My uncle's a modest man, so but he loves his plane. He loves flying. So he lives there. My mom moved maybe 30 minutes from them in Granbury. So that translated into a lot of like, hey, can you come do this for me? Can you come help me out? And of course, it's Mom, so I'm like, yeah, let's get it done. I hung a lot of pictures for her and stuff. I got to go build a fence around her electrical box, because electrical box right in the front. But she's living in Granbury now. She's doing well.
Well, that's good.
Not bad at all. Her fiance's family did her pretty dirty, but
oh shit,
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, because I remember the last time I saw her, I think, was your dad's funeral.
You want to talk about somebody who can fucking drink?
Yeah.
My Irish Catholic mother. She's not.
Yeah.
German. Sorry, German Muslim.
Yeah.
So
German heritage.
Germans normally can drink.
Yes, those Germans can.
Well, you got to understand. Like my mom, growing up, it was always wine. I always saw her drinking wine. She'd get a little tipsy. She'd be good.
Right.
I mean, there was. I'll break it. So there was one time in Arizona where she accidentally stuck a dart in my sister's cheek by accident. But I digress. It was an accident. Mom was like trying to throw the dart back to her, and who throws a dart at somebody? And it went in my sister's cheek, and Mom thought it was funny because she was pretty tipsy. What am I doing?
No, you. Sorry, go ahead. Carry on.
So yeah. Sorry,
I was trying to side note.
No, you're
sign
good.
Language. My bad.
So I'm out with, and this was back before even the dark days. I'm out with Angelo, my mom, and we're at one of my mom's hotels because she used to travel for business all the time. She's in Dallas.
We're down. Specified that. She said one of your mom's hotels. I'm like,
dude,
damn.
she traveled so much, dude. She traveled so much. She like stayed and traveled for free for like another 10 years after she retired. Yeah, it's crazy. Like she even paid for some of my stuff. Like, yeah, mom's been really cool on the points. So anyways, so we're out at a bar and I'm drinking, I'm sure it was like rum and Coke or something stupid, and mom is drinking whiskey and water. Straight up Jack and Ice with a splash of water. No cherry, no like, and she knocks like 5 of these bitches back in like an hour and a half. And walks well, I say about 2 hours. I'd say close to 2 hours. But just walks straight lined out of the bar. Not a thing wrong. By the way, if you want to sponsor the show, Old Forester.
Old Forester
Rye. Old Forester Rye.
100 proof.
That's
Might as
100
well.
proof.
I don't want to advertise mine. This one's not as good as the ones I like.
100 proof.
Oh.
But yeah, she
Hold on.
walked
Not as good.
as Oak Cliff Texas bourbon whiskey.
here.
Okay, actually, no. This is garbage. No, I mean, this is,
No.
Is that
We also
garbage?
have Crown Royal salted caramel.
yeah, that is pretty damn good.
Is this
is
hey? Is
good.
this what it's like when banks fight for your loan?
yes.
Is that
They thought-
to finance your house? Is this what it's like? I mean,
Yeah, they all fight.
so anyways, but yeah, mom walked out of there like 4 or 5 whiskey and waters deep, and I'm like maybe 2-3 rum and Cokes, and I'm like, man, I need to drive home. I'm like, when did mom ever drink like this? She looked at me like it's just her everyday thing. I'm like, what? Where have you been? Were you home by 11? like what? But yeah, that was. So
you know,
Mom-
it's funny you say that because, like, when I grew up, my parents always had a liquor cabinet, right? And it was always full. But I never saw them, like, rarely ever drink. Now these fools, well, I mean, you've seen bands.
As soon as the kids fucking leave the house, like, knock them bitches back. like, in all honesty, my sister is extremely smart and very
How's
self-sufficient.
she been? I haven't.
She's killing it, man. She's crushing it. Her and her husband are crushing it. They're up in Fort Collins. He actually was teaching at Brown for a while. He specializes in addiction research and medication treatment. He got his PhD, wrote dissertations. I mean, the dude is smart, and we're talking like a turnaround story. There, I'm not going to go into details of life, but where he's at now, like, and from what I've been told, he is killing it.
That's awesome.
And
great to hear.
a couple of the papers he's written, he got his loans forgiven or paid off from grants or something. I mean, absolutely brilliant guy. His name's Noah. They just had a baby last July. My niece April. We just got back from visiting him. Jackson got to meet him.
Where are they living again? Or did you say?
Excuse me,
Sorry.
Fort Collins, Colorado.
Okay, gotcha.
Which is, I'm sure a lot of people know, is about an hour and a half away from Estes Park. So Estes, however you say it. Sorry if I'm butchering the city and you're from Colorado. That's my apologies. But which we did visit Estes Park, which was really nice, high end, awesome. We went through Rocky Mountain Park. It was beautiful. But honestly, the best part was really getting to see my sister because of COVID and et cetera, we haven't been able to really see them. And so I'm like, spring break, can we come up? And she's like, yes, you can, no problem. And so we jumped at the chance. And Jackson kept talking about meeting his cousin April, and he got along with her awesome. Went with my mother. Mm-hmm. So it was a family thing, and I don't think we've all been together in quite some time. So
Yeah, that's awesome.
So.
I mean, you were, but not for good purposes.
No, we've been together since then. Yeah. We got together for my sister's wedding. Also, my grandma's passing away. She was in the hospice. So we took Jackson when he was like 6 months old. First plane ride, killed it. Took him again. I don't remember what age. Wasn't so hot. He's all right.
Okay.
He had a tablet back then, so we're good.
Oh yeah, keep them occupied. They're good. Yeah, that was the thing. It's like I traveled most of the world by the time I was 18. I'm just like going, but we didn't have tablets. We didn't have. I'm like,
You traveled
you had
most
coloring
of,
books.
You traveled most of the world because it was you, Jim, and Liz.
yeah,
When you add a second and a third in there,
yeah.
because I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, I don't like where I'm at, but I will say if it was me by myself with two. And don't I say by myself? I'm not by myself. I don't. That's the whole. Let's understand something. Let's get something very clear right now. As far as this divorce, it's very much co-parented at this point. 100%. We talk. We have custody and papers, but we reflex on each other all the time. Like, hey, you have him here. You have him here. But
That's good that y'all have that up.
yeah,
Yeah, we had
like-
that. Me and my kid's mother had that.
So that part of it's really good, but where was I going with this?
Jim, Liz, me traveling.
Yes, I will say this right now. Like, we're 50-50, so it's not like I'm burdened. I don't want anybody to think like, oh, Andy's out there doing a single father thing. I am a single father, but I have plenty of help. So it's not even that. So. But I will say that having a single child helps out tremendously in expenses, especially if you want to do something like Disney World or go out of the country. Because best believe if I get to a point where, like, hey, me and Ashley are on the same point, I'm like, hey, I want to take Jackson to, like, Jamaica or something like that. I want to be able to do that at one point. So
Yeah. So what's gonna happen if you decide to do the passport and decide to take them outside of this country?
I mean, in all honesty, right now probably wouldn't be a good time. I mean, it's still relatively new, but at the same time, if it's been a couple years and we feel that Jackson's mature enough to handle a trip like that, we're going to be mature enough to also talk about that shit too. So
That's good.
There's always going to be stuff that if you really want to dig deep down, I'm going to be a little bitter about.
Yeah.
But if you want to talk about in hindsight, at this point, it is what it is. I can't. There's certain individual I won't forgive for probably a really long time, if ever. Her I'll forgive because she's the mother of my child. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a very forgiving heart in general. And you got to really, truly, completely fucking wrong me for me to truly, like, be done with you. Because I've been done dirty and I'm still like, yeah, live life. There's just individual that I don't wish harm, but I don't wish well either. So
Right.
but yeah, no, for the most part, like, and I'm not. At the same time, I'm not gonna let those feelings affect how we parent Jackson. I've learned very well to, like, I need to put that to the side.
Yeah.
Just from a maturity standpoint, like, I recognize that I have those feelings, and maybe I will let go of them. Maybe by the time I, kick the bucket in this world, I'll have forgiveness for that side. But I also am smart enough to realize, like, hey, I can't let that haze the relationship. Because I was at first, dude. Like, it was, anytime I heard things that had to do it was war. You know what I'm saying? I have a tendency to overreact.
So to your point and what you're saying, that was where I was at, because when the girl I was dating at the time and your girl all of a sudden clicked.
I know.
And then it was like, it almost felt like them versus me.
Well, it was because
one
your
of the
girl
things-
cornered her, and, like,
Well, and the shit.
dude, I'm not going to lie. Savagery was scary, bro.
Well, no, I'm not even talking about savagery. I'm talking about Stephanie.
Oh,
That-
yeah.
I agree on both, man.
Yeah.
That's no
Savagery did me fucking 10 ways from Sunday.
No,
but-
Oh, yeah,
Stephanie.
Stephanie was a mental mind
No,
fuck.
you two both were. I'm gonna be real with you. You two should have gone your separate ways.
Oh, yeah, we should have.
You
No, I agree,
two
110%.
did, like, you fed into each other's, like.
It was called a codependent fucking, what do you call that? Like a, God, it was a fucking toxic clusterfuck.
Yeah, and so was
But here
savagery.
was-
Savagery just could match your level of what do they call it now? Savageness. Yeah. She's, you know what I'm saying? Like, in hindsight, both of them were just fucked up. But the thing is like, you got your girl, your ex, excuse me, I apologize.
Yeah.
But your ex felt like if she formed alliances, she could get, then I'm not talking about savagery. I'm talking about the one before.
Yeah.
But the thing is like you guys played into like and you guys should have just been done. It was so just.
No, we should have. And then so let me give you the backstory.
Excuse me.
I already know.
No, so his ex and my ex both had their PhDs, masters, so they looked down upon us because we didn't have PhDs.
Wait, who? Wait, mine?
Stephanie and your...
Oh, she's got her MBA in business.
Yes, so they both have their MBAs, whatever.
I can't say she looked down on me. I was making almost what she was making.
Talking about you.
I think
No
Stephanie
offense.
did.
No offense. Stephanie looked down upon me because I just had my bachelor's, blah blah blah.
No, she just because she had a $500K home and she wanted a divorce and like
hold on. No, let's talk about that because she said no, I have nothing.
You got
to
him
hide.
going, man.
No,
shit. Like, do we really want to?
Yeah, let's do it. Look at him. He's like,
he doesn't want to do it.
Like, you know what?
No. She was the reason why you and I like kind of went our own ways, and it was because she put this wedge in between you and me. And then when like I hung out with you, I felt like I'm hanging out with you because you're my boy, and I'm appeasing her, but I can't fucking stand her.
That was part of it. I'll tell you what started the separation, and
I could really talk, but I don't want to. I'll talk offline.
No. This is legit. Check this out. So the first time Ashley called you out, and like I was like, just leave it alone, and you guys got into a verbal battle online, and then you just disappeared from her feed, and then she took offense to that, and then we saw you at the state fair, and then you came over and like only addressed me all night long. Like, no bullshit. Like, I like, you only answered me. You only looked at me, and I was like, what the fuck?
Because at that point, I had written her off.
And I know. And then...
and I'm like, you are dead to me.
Now, remember now, even having said that, like, the one thing I will defend, she was... But there was one particular time she was the first one at your house when you needed someone.
And I know what you're talking about.
I'm not going into detail, and believe me, like I don't defend her actions and whatnot. But she was the first one over here at that particular time.
Yeah,
like she hauled ass to get here. So there was a time when she cared.
Yeah.
So it's.
But that's where I'm at, and it was like not her fault, and I'm not saying it's her fault at all.
Oh.
The fault was when Stephanie came.
No, let's be real. Let's be real. Stephanie may have not been her fault, but savagery was. I was gonna be honest. Savagery cornered Ashley and was like, "Tell me everything you know."
Shit, I didn't hear about this.
In a world.
Yeah, because it scared me too.
Holy shit! I didn't know about
her
this.
family. Like that whole background. I don't mess. They don't play, dude. Those people don't play.
I know they don't.
That's why, dude.
Savs?
Like she's
Thai. They're very.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they eat durian fruit.
Oh,
I mean, like you
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
Like,
you can't fuck with them. If you can stomach that, don't fuck with them.
Yeah. Like anybody that can eat that and with a straight face,
they'll fuck you up. Yeah, for real. No bullshit. But no, it's I ain't gonna lie. I got a laugh that I shouldn't have out of that, and that's why I called you or texted you and apologized. Because I remember one night
I don't even remember. I don't even like the whole Sav thing. Like
so
I know she fucked a lot of things up. Don't get me wrong, but like I had
savagery. It wasn't so much Stephanie. It wasn't. There was a.
But
period,
now, like
there
now,
was,
I'm like really
there
like.
was
oh,
there was a period of time with Steph that yes, I understand we kind of didn't talk,
Yeah, because
but we came back together. But when savagery, because the thing is you ended up like apologizing to Ashley. You sent something to her, and but that was right before Stephanie was over. But when savagery came into the picture, that's when everything went south. Because I reached out and thanked Savagery for the entertainment that day because she matched your level that day on Facebook Live. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like I've seen you go to extremes. This bitch was right there with you, and I was like, oh shit, this is like my social media today, and it was wrong of me, like 100%. Like I totally should not have fed into it. Totally a fuckery of a homie. 100% own that shit. Like seriously, but like that's what truly like was the final nail before our last separation. And then when I was going through when I went through my split up, I was going. There was a day I was going through like some like feelings. And dude, over the last couple of years, dude, I've gone through some personal development training that's really opened my eyes that where I work has provided for me, and it teaches me how to look at different things. I don't always
different perspective.
It doesn't different perspective mindset. Don't get me wrong, it doesn't always work, dude. It's something you have to take constant
No,
work
but this
and
is
whatnot.
eye opening for me because I'm like going
so there's,
dude, I had no idea. Like, I knew she fucked my life up,
there
but
was
I didn't realize
there was one night when whenever I texted you, I don't remember if it was day or night, but I was like man, I was thinking about everything that I was going through right then. And I was like you know, everybody was right or something like that, you know, and the thing is I can't hit people up and say, man, you were right, or this and that, this is what happened. But I was like, dude, you know, what I did was completely wrong, and I apologize. Like, you know, I did you wrong, and I shouldn't have, you know what I'm saying? And that's just me being real, because there's nothing that it sucks, and it's always the wrong time, but there's nothing that brings out like what you realize that you did than like loss. Like, you know, I've gotten certain apologies since Ed Jackson's grandfather has died, and that's honestly, those apologies have helped a lot in my my temperament with dealing with Jackson's mom, Ashley. Like, as far as those apologies, it helps a lot, you know, and we've said sorry, but it wasn't like this sorry, you know, and so and then, as you know, I've been dating Lindsay, and so we've been together for getting on almost a year now, almost.
Wow.
It was a little bit after, like, well, actually right around the time I moved out. So.
It was like kind of surprising, but at the same time it wasn't. You know what I mean? It was like wait, what?
She, you know, when we used to talk back in the day, it was me not getting my shit together, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was a bit of an asshole back then. Like, and it was like I had commitment issues.
Yeah.
And in this
both, bro.
Yeah, like, and like this time around it's quite a bit different. You know,
we're old.
You know, I've gotten perspective.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
Saying?
We call it perspective, but
Old?
Yeah.
Really?
Fatherhood, man. I'll tell you the truth. Fatherhood has changed me in a lot of ways, man.
God.
Like,
It normally does.
but she got the version of me that she deserved back then. And she's getting, not got the version, she's getting the version of me that she should have gotten back then. And, you know, as far as divorce, you know, it's this is for any divorce, unless it's, you know, abuse. You know, there's all kinds of excuses of, you know, alcoholism, abuse, drug abuse, child abuse, cheating, etc.
Right.
You know, in hindsight, hindsight is always 2020. That's an age old, like, that shit's older than when I was in diapers smoking crack, you know. But, you know, hindsight's 2020. You know, was there stuff I could have done better as a husband? Yes. Was there stuff she could have done better as a wife? Yes. Could we have communicated more? Yes, dude. It's always a two-way street. That's just the way it is. If you asked me, like, back then, did I get done dirty? My old me is always going to say yes. Now, current me is going to be like, you know what? It is what it is.
Kayla. Kayla respond, whatever. Clearly haven't met a Cajun girl. Actually.
Yeah, I have.
Yes.
I'm dating.
That's why I'm putting that post on there.
The girl I'm dating right now is Honduran/Cajun.
Which is why our
Honduran
crawfish
/Cajun.
boil on the 4th of April.
She might suck some head. You got me on the show, guys. Just as you know what I mean. Like,
Soundbite.
You got me on the show. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna invite me, like, eventually Andy's gonna come out. I'm feeling good.
Baby, I've been trying to crack the real Andy out. Oh,
like, hey, you know what? I honestly,
I know my real Andy.
Like, I
will crack that motherfucker.
I'm gonna tell y'all 100%. I appreciate y'all allowing me to come on here, giving me a guest spot. Like, it's really fun to do this shit. I love it. Like, I love talking, as you can tell.
Like, truth be told, not to interrupt you, because like that sentiments, everything is absolutely appreciative, but. I was telling Patrick, I was like, what if we had a spot once a week that we just have you on? Just come into the treehouse, come hang out.
Sure, why not?
Dude, I will be glad to add my input to it.
Because you know,
even if we had another guest here too.
I'm down for whatever.
Look at
So
board. We have enough for like 10 other microphones.
Yeah.
So real quick, and I'm gonna be on People at Work's podcast. So I know it. I'm sure I told you this. But
hit me up what theirs are, and then
yeah,
we can exchange.
In December. I'm going. I know it's far off, but I'm going to the Conjuring house, like the house that the movie was based on.
Oh,
did you see that?
What
happened?
Did you see it?
Which one?
Lindsay.
She said, "Shut the fuck up."
Yeah.
Hold on. Did she?
Wait, why is she saying "shut the fuck up"?
I don't. Yeah, about which part? I don't.
About the Cajun part, or like what the hell? Like there was nothing bad going on.
Yeah, like I don't get it.
Hey,
I don't see.
Lindsay, thanks for derailing the show.
Hold on, I'm looking right now. Like, wait, what?
Oh, so now Kayla decides to talk some shit.
She's watching with me, and so I'm like, I'm watching live on my Facebook. We only have 3 viewers. Man, you need to tell your friends about this shit.
Well, we have
tell your friends about me.
We're on multiple platforms, so what you see on
so basically what do we have?
Feeds.
Sucking head. I knew it.
Oh, so she got pissed off about the sucking head.
I was like. So it's there's gonna be stuff that eventually, if you do have me on here, is gonna come out. That's not gonna be so bad, but there
it is. I posted it.
Look, it's real big over there. It says "sucking head."
LMAO.
Man, y'all need to tell your moms about this show too. They will love me.
Actually, my mom was all like, "Oh my God. Tell Andy I said hi." Blah, blah, blah.
No, she didn't say it like that.
What'd she say? Sit.
Oh my God! Tell Andy I said hi.
No, she didn't say it like that either. Nope.
Shit. My bad.
She said
I digress.
She said it like this. Damn it, Devin, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, damn it, Devin.
Devin, motherfucker. Tell Andy I said hello, damn it.
Devin's got some crazy effects over here. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, he does.
That's my real voice.
World.
Man. So yeah, this is
This is my mother. She screams like this.
Now you're
Frosty the Snow Panther.
Oh my God!
So I'm gonna have a real moment here. So
shit!
Anybody that's listening,
real moment.
We were talking about the freestyle days, right?
Yeah.
And for a long time, I did go by ADD, but before that, this is real talk. So I used to run with some friends that we're from the streets of Carrollton. It was street, but it wasn't street. I mean, it depends on what side of
Same
Carrollton
street
you're from.
that Vanilla Ice.
At one point, they used to call me Kid Frost, and then they called it Frost, and they turned it to Frosty for some reason. And then for some reason, some brilliant, I don't know what reason, probably the same reason, I got a weed leaf tattooed on my shoulder. Don't worry, I covered it up.
Did you really?
But,
Oh shit! I gotta see
kidding,
that.
right? You did see that, remember?
Did I? Oh fuck!
You saw
Fuckery.
this. I was over here in the tank top right after I got done because it was like hurting, and I didn't want the sleeve on it.
Oh damn! Well, yeah, I remember the tattoo.
But I covered it up. Yeah,
that's awesome.
it was pretty. And I have no excuse. I got it when I was sober, and I put it. I was like, put a pot leaf on your shoulder. That'd be a good idea.
That'd be great when I get a government. Corporate job.
So I mean, needless to say, I'm a firm believer in cover up most of your tattoos if you can.
Kayla, did you hear that?
Not all of them. I'm still thinking about getting a half sleeve. So that's what I got. I work with one of my boys at work is fully sleeved out, and he's cool. And you want to talk about somebody's good at his job, but you would never guess it while he's at work. So. Whatchamacallit, there are some professions, don't get me wrong. If you're, obviously a tattoo artist, hairdressers,
none of my
rap
jobs
artists.
that pay six fucking figures would ever hire me if I had tattoos.
Dude, that's nowadays, bro.
None.
Bro, there are millionaires. Come on, dude. And they're not rock stars, and they're not rap stars.
They own the company. That's why.
How do you think they got there? You think they got there just by being an employee? They started as an employee, and guess what? They're where they are because of their drive, not their tattoos, bro. No, don't even get it twisted. Tattoos these days do not. If you stop somebody from getting a job for a tattoo and you're looking at cancel culture like a motherfucker, that's the next minority.
All right. Let me know when you're fucking done. We'll fucking battle this motherfucker right here.
And you're gonna.
So when you work for a Fortune 5, not a Fortune 10, not a Fortune 100, not a Fortune 50.
I need anybody
5.
who works for a Fortune 500 company with tattoos to message the show right now. I want to hear.
Hold on, Fortune 5, not 500, 5, meaning the top 5 companies, because I've worked for 2 of them.
I got 5 balls.
Oh, really?
Is it
I don't
weird?
even know how that fits in your pants.
Is it weird
the
when
logistics on that is fucking.
Is it weird when the right one's bigger than the other 4?
Oh my god.
What's that
it reminds me of is remember those.
What are they called? Come on, somebody.
The fucking. You know what I'm talking
Newton
about.
something or other. Come on, somebody put in the comment chat right now. Tell me what the fuck it is with the balls that bang back and forth.
Yes.
Is it the marble balls that go back and forth?
Yes. What are they called?
God
damn it! Somebody get their Google out right now.
All right, audience. That's what we have the audience for. Audience.
All right.
It's like 5 or 6 balls. Come on, somebody's smart. What'd she say?
Marissa, pendulum.
No, not
it's
a pendulum.
No.
Okay,
it's like 6 balls.
It's got like 6 balls, and they bang back and forth, and you see them in psychiatrists' office a lot on their desk when they're telling you what's wrong with your fucking life.
Here you are, and here are your balls.
You want to know what's wrong is your little desk knickknacks, motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's what's driving me crazy. You want to talk about bipolar? You can't stop fidgeting with shit.
Hey, are you talking about Armageddon when he got off the desk?
Wait, what?
Desk Armageddon? What? We're talking about balls. What?
It happened. What he just said happened in Armageddon.
I gotta go back and watch that show.
Oh fuck! I don't remember.
I remember Aerosmith's daughter and Ben Affleck. What is her name?
Aerosmith's daughter, Tyler.
Liv Tyler.
You Liv Tyler.
Her name isn't her name Ottawan in The Lord of the Rings? She looked pretty hot as an elf. She was all right.
I think.
I don't dig pointy ears though. That wasn't cool.
I think it was.
She was from the Woodland realm.
Was it Michael Clark Duncan that did it?
No. She was banging Aragon.
Marissa says, and I just Googled 6 balls and bang.
What? It legit says 6 balls and bang.
Oh my god.
That sounds like a porn I watched once.
Oh my god.
6. Oh damn! I just beat the mic. We're having some technical difficulties in here tonight.
Oh,
What?
Newton's Cradle.
Newton's
That's
Cradle.
it. That's it.
I thought that was the space between your balls and your butthole.
So what?
That's the gooch, my bad. The taint.
It's called a cradle. Yes, it's called the Newton's Cradle, Chase.
So 11-year-old pretty much knew it.
Thank you,
Oh
Chase.
no, 11-year-old lives in this, and I just talked about.
bro.
I just talked
We
about.
have all audience.
No.
I don't want to taint his view on the world.
Oh! Because that's
I gotta stop.
Your
I gotta
balls in your butthole is a taint.
I thought it was a Newton's Cradle. My bad.
It might also be called a Newton's Cradle. Yeah, you never know.
Let's ask Stephen Hawking while we teabag him.
Oh, shit.
No, you don't want to do that. He's dead.
Dang, too far, Andy. Too far.
Andy, there's
far.
never too far.
I don't know. I think I just crossed the line.
Kayla says,
really-
and I have tattoos. Believe in them. Love them. Devin calls them bumper stickers.
Really?
Bumper stickers can be torn off.
Yeah, you don't put a bumper sticker on a Ferrari.
You can't laser off a bumper sticker.
Well,
Or no, you can.
you probably could.
Probably laser off the paint too. And
Paint.
probably melt the plastic if it's a
Yeah,
bumper.
whatever's underneath it.
Well, shit, I stand corrected.
You don't ever see a bumper sticker on a Ferrari or a Lambo or a Bugatti. Hey, all my audience,
hey,
show me
you know
a
what?
bumper sticker
You know
on
what?
a Bugatti.
I bet there's going to be a rapper out there right now that just to do it,
Just
just
to
to say
do it.
fuck Devin, I'm putting a
I'm
bumper
gonna
sticker on my
fucking do
Bugatti. Yeah, motherfucker, I got money like that.
Do you remember fucking Billy Idol fucking straight up stood on top of his fucking Lambo?
He stood on top of
Margera,
Bam, yeah, cut a sunroof with a
fucking said,
sawzall.
I'm a sawzall motherfucking
Yeah, purple.
sunroof
Yeah, well, you see
and
where
a purple
you see
Lambo.
you see where Bam is now, right? Getting kicked off of his own fucking movies because he can't. Yeah,
Really?
of course. Yeah, dude,
What the fuck happened? to him?
Jackass, the next Jackass is coming out, and because he
What?
So you
Yeah.
gotta understand, he was going through a whole sobriety thing, dude. He fell off fucking hard.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah,
It's like
he's-
Bam. I'm like,
He's like he's big.
Yeah.
He's like gained a shit ton of weight, and he's gone through NA, Narcotics Anonymous. He's been on several programs, and so one of the stipulations for him to stay on the new Jackass movie set was for he needed to stay sober, and he could not abide by the contract because Steve-O's sober now. Steve-O's been sober for a long
Steve-O's
time.
not only sober, but he actually has.
He does stunts. Jackass 3D was done sober. He legitimately showed the burns on his back from when they were walking through coals because they decided to use steel plates for some reason instead of the concrete because it would burn through the concrete or something. He fell onto the plates and cooked his fucking skin, and he did all that shit sober. I watched all those videos, and so Bam.
Did you see his latest? He's now in the podcast field.
Who?
So he's now
Who is it?
Steve-O.
I don't.
So Steve-O is he's got his own RV and he's in the podcast realm trying to compete with all of us. And what's funny is I sent the links out to Patrick and a couple other people. But it was literally like the microphones were held in their laps and they're sitting around a RV bench. What happened?
I cannot hear you.
Cannot hear me?
Yes, now I can.
Okay. I turn your microphone or levels up. All right. Ooh, shit. There's some static. So anyway, yeah. So he has his own podcast now, and I saw one of his episodes, and literally the guests were sitting around this L-shaped bench, talking with a microphone in their lap, and I'm like, okay, the production value, the what? Boom. What you need? This one or that one?
Either one.
I'll give you the good shit.
I'm listening.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so Steve-O has his own podcast now, and I tried to watch it, and it was yeah.
Is anybody looking? Am I on the camera right now? Which one is it? Which one films me? This one right here?
That one right there in the center.
I'm wondering what the fuck's going on with the cap, and this is what comes off. Think, did I do something wrong? No, this is just how Devin takes it. Look at it. You know what? Hey, you know what? If this is a special bottle, I understand.
It's not a special bottle. Feel free to drink it.
All right, cool. I don't know what happened to the cap, but fuck it.
Yeah, that cap, I don't know. It's kind of special. And by special, I mean like special ed.
I mean, we don't say that anymore. We say
Special ed. We don't say retardido.
No,
We don't say-
no.
Yeah, so we say
No.
special.
I'm canceling that one.
Sorry, I can't do that. I'll get in a lot of trouble. They will come after us, man. I'm telling you, they will headhunt. I can't say that out loud. My bad.
Sorry for the listening audience. We had to pull the audio.
I don't know if they
Just
caught.
so you know.
I don't know if they caught. They probably caught. I don't know.
I pulled all the audio.
Only your mom knows.
My mom knows everything.
I know. I'm talking about the people listening.
Just ask Patrick.
You don't think I don't have her phone number? Bet.
Yeah, she knows everything.
Yeah, I love how she comes over and just bitches about everything.
Do we have any first-time listeners tonight?
Shit.
Don't know.
Yeah, I'd have to check.
Okay. Well, it's all good.
Well, the problem is so with this, and I've been in direct contact with the owners of our platform because we've been having issues in the beginning of the stream where it like freezes. The video freezes, but the audio is good.
You gotta talk to Roland.
No. Come to find out, it's not a Roland issue.
Roland. It does sounds like wasn't Roland like a character in a series or something?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
What series was that?
Apparently, he's
why do
a
I recognize
character
that
in
shit?
our series here with the podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah, he couldn't help us out when it was raining
he's
and
right there.
storming.
Shit, this motherfucker's right here.
Spectrum, rectum.
Look at this motherfucker right here.
Spectrum.
Look at
Spectrum. I rectum
Okay,
He's
so
like, I'm
in the rectum.
VR1HD. I am fancy. I am white and metallic.
It does look fancy. It's cool, man.
does.
No, I'm cool with it, man.
But
You
at
know
the
what?
same time, it would be fancier if it
It controls the
fucking
levels.
worked.
What are you talking about? I'm talking. I hear you.
Yeah.
What?
it works.
Hey, you know what? If you want to buy a new one, I'm not going to stop you. But hey, it seems like it works, so I'm not going to tell you to do.
No, you're not gonna buy a new one.
Fuck no, we ain't buying a new one.
That's
that thing
good.
was
That's
over
good.
a grand.
That
That
thing was
thing
over
was
a
a-
grand, but you won't sell your 370 or 300. Sorry, 370. That's the modern one. My bad.
Yeah, 370 sucks.
You need to go ahead and just sell the 300, dude. Just let it go.
Oh, listen to this. We're having a fucking intervention here.
Because, man,
Because why?
because every time you get a new fucking project, you just start working on that project. Working on that project. New project. like,
Yeah, I wonder if your mom will go out there and work on
ooh,
that
piece of
300.
candy. Ooh, piece of
Well,
candy.
no, piece of
Ooh,
candy.
piece of candy. By the way, credit given where credit's due. It was Family Guy that I got that
Yep,
from.
I know that's. Yep.
Uh-oh. They're gonna like copyright us.
No,
No, they
I called it.
was
I
his
let
own
him know.
voice. It wasn't
Trust me,
fair.
they've made more than enough money to worry about my peon ass. Like,
Yeah.
for real. I ain't nobody. I'm not even a blip on their radar.
Right?
Hey, Seth MacFarlane, if you're looking for somebody to come to your staff, let me know. If you're listening right now,
Now that guy,
I'd love to be a writer.
that guy would be cool to work with. McFarlane.
So here's if we're talking about Family Guy. So I love Family Guy. I'm back from
Yeah.
the old school days, but if you haven't noticed, I don't know, I haven't really watched any new episodes in almost the last 2 years, but towards the last end of the last few seasons, they used to be so clever all the way through the episode.
Oh yeah.
But the last
fly
like
into the fucking radar.
4 to 5 years. No. They're on Fox, dude. They're not flying on anybody's radar. But
Right.
their comedy is just like, it's been like straight up shock value. Like, what can we just say that it's like they just throw the most fucked up jokes they can think of into the script and like see if we can get away with it.
Right.
Back in the day, it used to be like driven into the storyline, and now it's still storylines, and I still love Family Guy, but it's not the same Family Guy that came out. I know things change. It is what it is.
Right.
Simpsons had to change too. One of the longest running series ever. They had to change. But the thing is like the comedy that goes in a Family Guy right now is just like, let's see what the fuck we can say that's so fucked up and just get away with it, and nobody's gonna get us because we've done it for so long. And we're
It's
on
the
Fox.
old analogy, like throw a bunch of shit at the fan and see what sticks.
We call in the firearms community, they call that the spray and pray method. Accuracy by volume. You just go ahead and shoot as many bullets downrange, and one of them will hit the center of the target. If I shoot 28 rounds, hopefully, if my eyes are open, I should hit you either in the chest or the crotch. Or the face, depending. So yes, that's the spray and pray.
Different industries call them different things.
That's
so
also the way the Democrats went about the 2020 election. It's called spray and pray. Just throw as many candidates out there as we can and see what sticks. And you saw what stick. Shit. So
shit stick.
my bad. Damn it, I did it.
Damn, you did. You talked about politics. You said you weren't going to.
It's the spray and pray method.
And I'm not saying nothing.
They threw everything they could out there, and even poor Bernie Sanders, man, which became the meme of the fucking.
Oh my God.
You know what, man? Like,
I actually thought Bernie was gonna.
Look, I'm as you know, I'm sure you can assume I'm not a fan of Bernie, but man, at one point I was like, leave that man alone. The dude just had his mittens on. Right? He's been screwed twice by the Democratic Party. Just leave that man alone. Like, let him go. Don't. They dragged him, and they're still occasionally dragging him on the memes. And he was, dude, the way he, I forgot where he talked about it on, but he took it in grace, too. He's like, I was just there, and I needed to stay warm or something like
Kimmel? That was Kimmel.
Yeah, and he took it in stride, but the internet just, put him everywhere. Yep. Everywhere. They even put him in MMA in UFC pictures. It had his mittens in an arm bar. It's like some fighter's legs with his mittens in an arm bar.
That's
and I'm like, the internet, and I even put it on my Facebook. I was like, y'all need to leave that man alone. like I'm not a Bernie fan, but damn, the man didn't deserve that.
Here's what's funny. Actually, Patrick and I, we were actually in Arkansas, where we filmed fucking Hollow Road, when all of a sudden all these memes broke out. And when I finally got internet connection, all of a sudden...
That was pretty recent then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was in January.
Yeah, through all my feeds, all of a sudden I started getting all this meme.
That was actually the very next day on January 21st.
Damn, look at this guy with fucking...
You want to hear something funny?
Yes.
You want to know what
I always want to hear something funny.
So I had COVID. You know that, right?
No, I didn't hear that.
Okay, so I had COVID.
You did?
Coming next.
And so I had,
oh shit! Cover up!
I'm in my immunity phase. What are you talking about? I got antibodies.
Let's go. Go ahead, talk.
So I had COVID.
I'm here.
We caught it on the way back from Padre. And Padre, you want to talk about a city that's on lockdown worse than Dallas? Dude, their tables were 15 feet apart at the restaurants instead of 6.
Dallas is not on any type of fucking...
No, they were.
Okay.
We were. This is back in October.
Okay.
Okay, so we come back.
We have like 2,000 people just...
Guess when I got my official diagnosis of COVID?
What?
November 3rd. Guess when the presidential election was?
When?
November 3rd.
November 3rd. I should have known when I got diagnosed with COVID the direction we were fucking going in by January.
President did
but in all honesty, I tested negative on November 10th. So, and by the next Tuesday, I tested negative. But I probably had it 2 or 3 days prior to that. And honestly, for me, I had the mild case. I had no smell, which was crazy because as a single dude, I use my nose as a timer cooking anything.
Yeah.
And I burn a pizza And you want to talk about the smoke that billowed in my face, and I didn't smell a goddamn thing. and so, but it felt like for me it was allergies, a bit of almost like my asthma. But around this time, around fall, I always get like that. Like it didn't.
Our
like
allergies sucked.
I ran a 99.2 fever for an hour and a half. Like my
99.2 ain't shit.
My peeps at work, we're doing virtual meetings because obviously I'm not at work, and they're like, man, hey, we're hoping for you. And this, and I'm like, guys, like if this wasn't quote unquote COVID, I'd be in the office. If this was a regular cold, like this is not, for me, save the thoughts for the people that are really going through it bad. But for me right now, thank you, but let's stay working. Like it wasn't. Lindsay got a little worse than I did, but still, it wasn't like what you hear on the bad side of things. We were very lucky. I did a breathing treatment like maybe once or twice the whole time, and we did the whole social distancing thing. Mm-hmm. Dude, I was washing my hands before it was cool. You know what I'm saying? Before it was the thing to do. Like my mom, believe it or not, growing up, she's like, don't talk to strangers. So staying 6 feet away from fucking people is not hard.
Right?
Like, and I wore the mask. I don't like the mask, okay? I am one of those people that wish we could just completely fucking take it off. But at the same time, out of respect and what people are thinking and seeing right now, I wear it. Unless it is, if it's going to cause an issue, I'm absolutely going to wear it because I'm one of those people that, number one, I carry. And my first...
Hey, Raymond, are you fucking listening, asshole?
When I walk out the door, if I'm carrying, my first, no matter what, is de-escalation. And how do you de-escalate? You avoid the situation, period. So if I'm in a place that, requires masks or somebody's going to get butthurt about a mask, I'm going to wear my mask, period. It's about a respect thing. I don't think that masks necessarily slow, especially with as many people have been vaccinated currently. Mm-hmm. I don't think that necessarily, especially when they're changing, you can be 3 feet. You can get the vaccination, but wear 2 masks. Like I don't feel, I don't feel like we're being told the truth, but at the same time, I'm not the agitator. Like if I'm out in public and people are wearing masks, I'm going to wear a mask. That's just it. Just because of the fact that I'd rather go home safe and just have a normal day than cause a fucking confrontation, period. Yeah. I don't like masks. I don't know if we truly need them. Maybe we do. Maybe we don't. But when I'm in a place that's public and people are wearing masks, I'm wearing masks. And it's more out of a respect thing for me.
So,
I agree.
I agree, and I like your answer. And the thing that I have biggest problem with all the CDC politicians and everything is because I'm a data guy. I read numbers because people lie, numbers don't. And at the end of the day, I'm like, I want to see the numbers. If you say do this because of this, give me the numbers. You say these double masks do X amount of good, give me the data. Like,
so I do have to ask you a question, okay? Which is, it goes right into your data. So, and this has actually been fact checked, etc. So what has happened is, and this is a good example, like with a friend of mine, a coworker. Okay, so a coworker of mine caught it in December, had it for about a week, mild symptoms like me, and by the second week he was in the gym working out again. Okay, he still has his windedness. He didn't just go back full force. He didn't like full recovery. Nothing. I'm not trying to talk him up. Okay. Yeah. He went and got a second test. Tested positive. Couldn't come back to work. Work from home. Not taking sick days because he felt fine. We're talking 3 weeks into it. He's worked out for 2 weeks now. Not full force, not like I'm going gung-ho, I'm going to kill myself because I just got off recovery. But 3 weeks into it, he tests positive. There has been research into it. Even though that he is out of symptoms, every time you test positive, that goes into the cases across America of who is tested positive. It's not like, oh, Curtis tested positive 3 times. It's like, oh, we have 3 individual tests. Now multiply that by, however, like, I'm not saying that's every single test, but you're right. You're right about the numbers. Completely agree. Numbers don't lie. But when they're being fed to us, believe it. They're being manipulated.
All right, so that goes back to my second point.
Okay, cool.
But thank you for that, by the way. Because, yes, numbers don't lie, but they can be skewed
Yes.
to benefit somebody's agenda, somebody's ideology, somebody's ulterior motives. But what?
You know what I just thought of?
But honestly, honestly, true numbers would account for the gray areas, account for all of that. But anyway, yeah, go ahead.
I agree. No, what I was completely off subject.
Okay.
You should have a wireless microphone and a wireless headset.
We have.
So when somebody has to take a piss,
Oh my God.
they can still be involved in the conversation right now. Fuck it, man. Hey, you wanted this to be organic, Devin. You wanted this to be live. Like, you don't need a camera. You just need a mic and headphones. Like,
These are the wireless headphones.
and you know what I mean? Like, and I'm sitting there pissing. Like, no, you're absolutely right, Devin. The numbers are right. This and that. It does. Matter of fact, I'm releasing about a liter of piss
into your commode right now.
Which I'm going to do. Excuse me for just a second. I apologize because I've been holding this.
God damn.
Oh, wow, man.
Woo. Jesus.
God.
What a horrible exit. Anyway.
A horrible exit.
So to his point, yes, is somebody that deals with data.
Yeah.
And we're talking data that makes and formulates the decision for multi-billion-dollar companies, not just thousands. Not these decisions are what impacts top 5 Fortune company businesses.
Right. You're gonna sleep good tonight.
Am I?
Yeah.
I hope so.
You're going to.
God damn, because I can't shut this damn brain. Like, these numbers and this data, like, it gets...
You're going to sleep good enough, man.
No, you don't understand, because this stuff...
No, I understand. I understand. I understand. You're going to sleep really good tonight.
All right. Who's going to knock me out? Fucking out. Do I need to check the comments, because somebody going to knock me out?
What's the chat look like?
You know what?
Shit, the chat's like...
Hey, let me look at the...
Do we have a good chat tonight? Do we have a good chat? Or is
Devin,
What?
let me look at the chat, okay?
What's going on?
Well, you can't post the fucking chat. Only
Yeah, I
I can.
can.
Can you?
Yeah.
What's the chat saying?
Shit, it's like,
See? Told you.
if someone has Kayla, I gotta, announce it because we
What?
also.
I posted the wrong one.
What?
Well, fuck. Well, goddamn,
Okay.
post the right one, motherfucker.
Really?
You got one fucking job to do.
Okay, so if someone has HIV or AIDS,
I agree.
and
I agree 100% with that comment.
okay,
All right.
if you say
Kayla
that, okay,
says if
it-
someone has HIV or AIDS and has unprotected sex without informing the partner they have, it's a punishable crime. It's a, quote, deadly for some and not all disease.
And exactly, if somebody knows they have COVID and they take off their mask and cough on somebody, I feel so fully support that they should have some kind of consequence. I'm not the judge, jury, and executioner, but yes, just like that girl that got in that Uber drivers and started taking his mask off or her mask off, started coughing. I'm fully in support of whatever's going to happen to her. And then the chick that a long time ago was licking the Bluebell ice cream saying she had COVID. I'm fully in support. You're absolutely right. But at the same time, out of a respect issue, if I have AIDS, I'm going to tell somebody, hey, do you want me to wear a condom or not? But at the same time, I don't have AIDS. It's like, I agree with you, Kayla. I agree with yours. I agree. What didn't I say, Kayla?
Yeah, it's Kayla.
No, she said it's Kayla.
Yeah, I don't know 10:07.
What? What? I don't. What?
I don't know. We might be.
I agree with your comment. I don't.
We all know it's Kayla.
Yeah.
No, I know, but how much more data? No, I agree. I don't like the masks. I don't know, but I'm gonna wear them no matter what.
Kayla says
same here.
they should be penalized. Who's they?
The girls with the Uber driver, probably.
Yes, they should.
Yeah, they should.
And that one girl is. I don't know about the other girls. The one girl is. They're going after her.
Yeah.
So, no, I completely agree. If you walk around saying you have COVID, take your mask off and cough on somebody, that's the same as spitting on somebody, which is assault, period. So, legal from a legal standpoint, that is assault. If you can prove that your respiratory droplets landed on somebody, that's assault. I don't like to sound stupid, and I don't want to get into the minutia or something, but that's true. She's absolutely right.
She said, Kayla says, if I was in charge and if they had COVID, I would put them in a room without treatment. LOL.
Well, the
You put
problem,
them in a gas chamber, or
the problem with that though is that COVID, for some reason, picks and chooses what it does to its victims. Unfortunately, so you could do that. You could do that, and then let's say it didn't affect her like that, and then you'd be left with like, well, shit, she didn't get what she deserved. Like I said, when people were in my meetings saying, hey, we're thinking of you, I'm like, hey, give the thoughts to the people that need it, because I was one of the fortunate people that didn't have severe symptoms.
Kayla, and the person next to you could be immune compromised. Yeah, Kayla, like, we all agree, like, you never know what the person next to you has or doesn't have.
That's why I still wear a mask.
Yeah.
Respect.
So,
I don't know.
And this goes back to Raymond, who called me up 3 fucking times today.
About what?
To bitch about the mask mandate being lifted, and the fact that every business he walked into, he had to wear a mask.
Why does he want to call you about it? Does he want to be on the show and talk about it?
No, he just wants to bitch about it to me.
Well, if you want,
FaceTime.
okay. So tell him to. I don't know if you should have him on the show. You'd probably get dragged.
No, I would love to have him on the show to just.
Because Raymond is very opinionated and he's not afraid to speak his mind. I respect that about him. I don't.
Get it,
Raymond, if you're listening, man, I mean no disrespect with that. There's nothing wrong with that, dude. If you stand behind your convictions, 100%, brother.
Whether they're right or wrong or indifferent.
But if you want, you should probably.
Retarded.
I mean, I'd venture to bring him on the show if Devin's saying that's what he wants. I'm just saying it would be interesting. I would watch.
Oh no,
I'd watch for the comments alone. Man, dude, like, hey.
Oh shit!
I know we're running. I know we're running over time, guys, but this has been fucking great. I'm not gonna lie, dude. You guys are fucking awesome. Like, this. If we could really get in some fucking people's like listening space, man, we would. Dude, this is fucking awesome, and I would literally just sit here. You know what I mean?
That's why I was like, you know what, Andy will be. Yeah. Having reoccurring guests, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Because literally, we have zero news. We have zero, like, topics that we were gonna discuss. This is all free form. It's all free flow. It's all organic.
And it wasn't.
That's what's like. That's what I love. And I guarantee, Kim, where the hell is she tonight?
She's not here.
Who's Kim?
She's not here.
Who is she? Are we talking about a listener or what?
A listener.
She's a listener that works for a.
So what platforms are we on besides Facebook?
We're on 9 different platforms.
What are you streaming over there, big guy?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 platforms.
Interessante. Are you actually on whatever Apple's shit is or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I googled you and found you on Spotify.
Yeah, we're on Spotify. We're on Apple. We're on everything.
They're on Spotify. Listen to what he's saying. They're on Apple. Listen to what he's saying.
We're on iHeart now too, right?
Yeah, we're on every
iHeartRadio.
single-
You need to tell your friends. You need to log on.
We're on every single platform. Every single platform.
Content gets better
Kimberly's
with time.
here.
Just keep on going. Keep listening.
Oh, there she is. Woo-woo.
Happened on a short while ago. What?
Hopped on.
Oh,
Hopped. Not.
Why? What? It's my. It's my sight. I mean, yeah, my eyesight. I mean,
feel
it's so far
like
up there.
I feel like my alcohol budget's gonna go up if I'm on here weekly.
Yeah.
Hey.
No, I think we had a fucking amazing show. Like, I think this is like, that's awesome.
I tell you the
Kim will,
truth,
like,
man. This
tell
is
us afterward.
Yeah, Kim will tell us, Kim and Kayla will tell us what,
Yeah.
what
Chase
we
and
did
all
wrong and what we, so.
I remember that. That's when I was going to school. They told me what I did wrong. I was more of a commercial guy than the live radio show guy, but that's because I had to plan my shows. Like, it was weird because it felt scripted. Like, you know what I'm saying? And as you know, from the freestyling days, Devin, scripted is not my best. Like,
I know, and that's one of the reasons why I was like, he's gonna be awesome.
So let me ask you something. So I'm a bucket list, okay? So my bucket list goes like this. I wanted to go do the isolation pods, the floats. And so I did that. That's off. Like that's something super simple. But for some reason it was something I wanted to do and I still do and love it.
No.
Great meditation,
like
fucking
when
amazing.
The internet went down.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that shit.
We talked about it for like I wish to God we would have recorded because
so we'll
we were
get
literally hold on. We were literally in the studio when he was supposed to be here, talking for like 3 hours with all the microphones and everything.
Would have been great if we just recorded it.
I know.
So
yeah,
we can
save
save that for another show if you want to. That's up to y'all. It's meditation, blah blah blah.
Yeah, I'm
Am I
thinking about like come back every
my crazy
Right,
aura.
we're going to meditate on the
Everybody.
show.
meditate during the show. Yeah, Andy.
That would be a really boring fucking show. I'm not even gonna lie. Like meditation.
Wait, can you get a hot girl to come in here and?
I mean, you know what?
Really?
So let me go ahead and speak respectfully, real quick, as a man who is committed currently.
I was
Okay.
looking out for the audience.
No, I'm totally.
Sorry.
I totally.
My bad.
You're right. So
I just dug myself a
So no. So no. Before you say you dug yourself a grave, look at Howard Stern.
Yeah, he just did.
Howard Stern did get divorced I think twice. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, like, for the sake of entertainment value, I can't do that. I don't want to face the consequences when I get home. So, but
yeah.
what were we talking about before we digressed into the having women on the show? Why did we need women on the show?
Floating. You said
It's a
something
moth, man.
Floating what? Floating. Hold on.
You said something about floating.
Oh yeah. So if you want to having if we want to meditate live on air, it's going to be like probably going to lose listeners really fast.
Well,
so you know. But if you want to
we
talk
don't
about
want to like make our listeners fall asleep and shit.
I'll supervise.
So that's on my bucket list. I did it. The whole ghost thing. So,
the bucket list.
So I did go on if you go scroll through my feed eventually one day, I did go on a ghost hunt about a month ago.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, so one of my SVPs, and because I don't know where he wants his name used, I'm not going to go ahead and mention it currently, but he knows who he is. We went on a ghost hunt with him, with me and two of my other coworkers / friends, because we're all really close. We went to this, it's called the Haunted Hill House in Mineral Wells. I think it's Mineral Wells. I could be wrong. Maybe Gainesville. Google it, find out, tell me where it was at. But we were at, we went upstairs, and he has invested in all that equipment you see on TV. And we're sitting in this playroom, and they got a ball. Mm-hmm. And I'm sitting there like, I got a son, yada, yada, yada. And I got this ball. I was like, if you want to play ball, let me know. And I bounce it. And so the light pod's sitting about 4 or 5 feet away from me. Curtis and Mark are standing on the other side of the room. They're who I work with. Bounce the ball, the pod starts lighting up, so I stop. And then it flashes, it's got this, like a 360-degree lights all the way around it. The light closest pointing at me started going off. And so I bounced it again, and then all the lights flashed. And so I'm thinking I'm bouncing on the floor. That's what's setting it off. I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna roll the ball. I'm gonna roll the ball to you. If you want to, roll it back. The pod's about probably 4 feet away from me.
Do you have any video of this?
No, because it was pitch black in the fucking house, and I used my goddamn camera. You can look on the live and hear.
Bro, let me know next time. We got cameras.
So, hey, if you're serious,
Yeah.
if you're serious, we can book it and we can do this together. They let us. Like, no bullshit. Okay.
Look around.
So check this out. So
Yeah.
So I'm one of those like the X-Files I want to believe, but like I gotta see it. Like even with seeing what happened, I'm still like.
Look at how much that we have caught.
So that's but that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like I'm still like like it was pretty interesting. So I roll the ball and I shit you not, dude. It rolls. We're talking 4 feet. Around the pod, the light follows the fucking ball, and this is a ball that was there, not we brought. Light on the pod follows it, and it rolls back to me, like straight fucking back around it, not like oh.
Around
back.
what? Around a light source?
So
or
I
around
roll it. So this is the light source, right?
Okay.
And we're talking like I'm. Oh, shit! I didn't.
Oh,
So sorry.
You heard.
Oh, now, yeah. Oh, here. And he didn't know the dog was behind him.
What's her name? Willow.
Don't do that. The internet will rip me apart. They'll get. No.
They will come after
I
you.
love dogs. I love animals. I even love cats. Okay.
Oh, she's
Okay.
She's okay. Everybody's
She's all right.
So, anyways, I'm at least. I mean, we're talking 4 feet away.
She can rub some dirt on it and everything.
I roll the ball. It goes around the back of it and like literally doesn't roll over here. Rolls back to me, and the light follows. Like it's got lights all around it, and the light follows the ball. And this ball was at the house. The pod wasn't. So I'm like, okay, blah 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 blah. And Curtis, you can hear him in the live feed, like as it happens. He goes, "What the fuck?" Like loud and clear, and they're on the other side of the room. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to roll it again. I roll it. It goes past the pod and it rolls to the other side of the room. And I'm like, okay, I go and get the ball. The entire pod lights up like a Christmas tree. Like it just starts flashing.
nice.
And so they're still standing over there. Nobody's near the pod. I go back and I was like, all right, I'm going to go ahead and roll it again. I was like, this is the last time I'm going to do this. If you want to roll it back, I want to play. I'll roll it around again, and I'm not on the same side. I'm like sitting like over here or something on the other side of the pod. Roll it again, and I shit you not, it follows the fucking lights and it rolls back to me from like not like over here. It rolls straight, goes
So
around the pod.
Where is this at again?
It's called the Haunted Hill House, and it's either Gainesville or Mineral Wells. If y'all can correct me,
I thought it might be Mineral Wells.
if y'all can correct me, I can't
Wells?
remember. It was north of us. It was north past.
North.
Is
What?
Gainesville north? I
Gainesville
went up.
is
I went
north.
up. I went up
Gainesville's
35.
north.
I went up 35.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
Gainesville
so
is
it's
north.
Gainesville.
Okay.
Miserable Wells is like, yeah.
Okay. All right. So we just
Other
figured that
shitty
out.
direction.
So now, so you're thinking about. So
Okay.
check this out. So you're thinking about a pitch black house, right?
Yeah.
And like
Fuck that whole city.
they're
Fuck all of them.
interesting. Like so, we don't like
Sorry.
that city.
No,
But so-
not the city that
so-
ghost hunt.
So. Anyways,
Patrick, what?
Anyways,
What the hell happened?
I'm going to the actual Conjuring house to be proven if there's actual. So that's on my bucket list, and then cage diving with great whites is the next one on my list.
Well,
Well, you could do that out in.
I know, but
one
here's
of my other
Hawaii.
boys.
here. If you can hook up, so here,
can.
so I
have both hookups.
Hear my plight, okay?
All right.
So I've been looking for.
He's got both hookups.
I've been looking for 2 years
Got it.
for this great white shit.
Yeah.
Found a tour for like a day tour for like $800 and look up the reviews and they're like, do not fucking book this shit. Everything else is a 5-day tour off the Guadalupe Islands and it's $3,200 just for the excursion.
Fuck.
Just for the excursion, because you're on a boat.
Wow.
You're on a boat for 5 days, but you also go. Well, okay, you're on the boat during the day, but you stay on the islands during the night. It's it's out past California, but it's between it's like $3,200 to $3,300, and it's a 5-day excursion. But that's just the excursion. I still have to travel the fuck out there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like, hey, do you know?
All right. So,
That's on my bucket list, though.
Patrick.
Some people want to jump out of planes. I want to swim with big fish.
Yes.
What happened?
Do you know Jock? Oh, fuck. I'm gonna have to look his name up.
What happened?
Jacques.
Jacquees?
No.
Jacques? You know what I'm talking about.
Juicy Smollett? I'm sorry, my bad.
Isn't it Cousteau?
Not Jacques.
Jacques Cousteau.
Those who know who I'm talking about,
Hell yeah.
and if they've seen,
I used to
if they've
watch
seen
him
the
every
Chappelle
Sunday.
stand-up, they know Juicy
That
Smollett.
was back in the day. He would have offended everybody now. Shit.
Do you know who Juicy Smollett is?
No, I don't know.
He was involved in an attack in Chicago.
When?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Sorry,
so
my
I
bad.
don't know shit tonight.
No, you know what? I'm out. I can't speak on that. That's terrible.
Fuck.
Okay.
So I don't want to like bury him or discredit him, but this guy,
Who?
the J guy,
Jay guy. We call him Jay.
J guy. Well, so
What time is it?
he
We're running 30 minutes over. Thank you for staying with
10:30.
us, ladies and gentlemen.
yes, thank you. So anyway, he
Thank your mom too.
yeah, thank your mom.
Damn it, Devin, you're doing it too late.
We can't stay on this late. I gotta get up in the morning. The street lights are on, Devin. It's time to go in.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so he was one of the few that did the documentaries with the sharks and was in the cages, and then he
Oh, I can't remember.
he went to rehab.
There's several of them now because of Shark Week.
Hold on, he was one of the ones that was hired by Discovery, and then he went to rehab because
Yeah.
apparently he was very involved in
There's a lot of people that go to
heroin
rehab.
and so he actually put a post out like looking for recent work and everything else.
Right.
But he was one of the few people that was like in the dive cave and actually was in with the great whites and was in with the sharks. And I was actually going to work with him. And now I'm kind of like glad that,
You didn't?
I didn't.
Good.
But at the same time, I'm like I'm kind of like twisted because
Dude,
I know he does good work, but I just
yeah, no, I get you, dude.
yeah, because
and,
I'm like
and
I'm
I totally
conflicted because like he does good work, but I didn't know that
it's
drugs were a part of his work.
well, and you said he does underwater photography, right? With
Yeah.
like
He does a lot of like him and I. Oh, it was Brown Days.
Oh, yeah.
so has he filmed Great Whites?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, so
He's been hired by like the creme de la creme. He's
so
been
so
hired
you
by,
know
like,
you
Yeah.
so Shark Week it's not as conspiracy theory as like Tiger King. You know what I
no
mean?
well, nothing.
I know, but you got to understand, like, so the same thrill that people want to pet a baby tiger or be in a tiger, like with a big tiger, or feed a liger at that one in South Carolina, Myrtle Beach,
Yeah.
it's the same.
It's adrenaline.
The
What are you
only
trying to say?
the only
Adrenaline
difference
junkie.
the only difference between this is you're looking at the shark in its actual environment instead of a fucking enclosure. Or I know the one in South Carolina is acres upon acres and they
So to your
roam
point,
freely, but
like you're in the enclosure instead of the
Yes,
tiger.
yes.
Instead of the lion.
this is
instead of the shark.
those
you're-
people out there that are like, and you can say what you want, like Netflix made it look bad, but there are people that saw that documentary on Netflix and are calling up fucking South Carolina, that one beach in Myrtle, South Carolina, or Myrtle Beach,
Yeah.
and they're like, I want to book a fucking dinner with tigers. They're all doing it, but the
Bro,
thing
I
is,
got
those same
I got a
people.
scar from Myrtle Beach.
Those same people have dreams, I'm sorry, not those same people, but people similar to them have the dreams to go and get in a cage themselves and swim with great whites, and I'm one of those people. Like I'm seeing this 18 to 20 foot predator in its natural environment, and I'm the one in a cage, not it.
Yeah.
And you've seen the video that's been all over the internet where the little juvenile, like 14 footer, squeezes way in the window and pops up out the hatch. guess what? You know what? I'm going to duck down on the bottom of the cage and pray to God that he lets me through this moment, and I'm going to have the adrenaline rush of my life, and I'm going to have a story to fucking tell if that happens to me.
Fucking A, you will.
So, like, that's me, dude. Like, I'm just...
Yeah.
No, I get it, bro. I'm the same fucking way. Because everywhere, like, I've traveled everywhere, but, like, I don't go where all the normal people travel. Like, I go with the actual, like, residents, the, what do they call them?
Hey, you want my honest opinion?
What's that?
Show ain't long enough. We went through 2 hours in fucking no time, dude.
Holy shit, I can't believe we're 2 hours and 30 minutes in.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm like,
I'm telling you, dude,
come back every Monday.
Like,
Just come back every Monday.
Yeah, fuck it. Come back.
are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. God damn, we're 2 hours and 30 fucking
I Lindsay, if she's listening right now, I was like, you can come sit. You can come and sit and hang out. And she's like, no.
Yeah, she can.
Yeah, actually,
That's fine.
She doesn't. She like. So I'm very like you guys. I like to have. I don't mind the attention. I don't mind people listening to us.
Right.
And especially when we talk.
Yeah.
She likes to get lost in the crowd.
How does that work? Get lost in the crowd.
Well, think of one of those giant dance festivals.
Uh-huh.
And think how large they are, and think about how insignificant you are in that crowd, but you're still having a good time.
Right.
That's Lindsay.
Yeah.
So how does that transpire on a microphone?
Well, that's just it. She doesn't want to be on.
Yeah,
No.
she doesn't want to be on.
Well, no, I'm like,
It's like she's keeping to herself a little bit.
yeah.
But
Right?
that's her. And the thing is I love her for it. Like she's me and her get along really well, dude. Like,
But I bet you she has some stories.
so and she does, and she tells me about it.
Fucking T, she has some stories.
And the
Get her in here and
she does.
I will crack.
Well, she doesn't. And that's the whole thing. It's like so
crack that
those
fucking egg.
all those self-help stories, self-help, self-development programs I
I'm
went
gonna
through.
crack some motherfucking eggs today.
Hey, to your point, all those self-development programs I went through, and mind frame, this and that, and it's it really is like if you can find a way to break yourself out of the I'm not saying depression is a pseudo thing. It's true. I believe in depression. Okay, but life is a lot about mindset. It really is. Mm-hmm. You can have shit in this world, and as long as you look at it like you're rich, if you truly, don't get me wrong, it's hard. Just easier than it sounds. You're absolutely right. It takes fucking work. Yeah. It takes every
I
single
wouldn't necessarily
day.
say like look at it as you're rich, but look at it like adapt and overcome.
No,
you know what I mean? Like,
not even. I agree with you,
I can
but
get over this.
still, like the thing is no matter where you're at in life. As long, obviously, drug addict. I know there's exceptions. I know this doesn't cover every rule. But no matter where you're at in life, you have to find a way to be happy with where you're at, or you are not going to get better. You're not going to go after more.
Totally agree with that.
You are not,
agree.
dude.
I completely
agree. Yes, life is beating you down, and you can sit there and you can look at like life did this to me. Life fucking did this to me. You're right. Life did. Here's what you can't control. Negative situations showing up in your life, period. It's going to fucking happen. I can tell you the daisies are going to fucking grow till the cows fucking come home. But the reality is shit fucking happens. But what makes the difference is how you show up in those situations with your attitude and your mindset. Are you going to let it fucking stop you, or are you going to find a way to fucking get out of it and grow from it and be better from that situation? You can go ahead and sulk on it for a minute. Every human is entitled to that shit, 100%.
Right.
100%. But once you're done sulking in it, it's time to fucking get up and say, hey, what the fuck am I going to do? I'm going to do this. And it's about mindset. And some people, unfortunately, it's a mental illness in some cases. I'm not saying this happens for everybody. It's a mental block in some people, but some people can't get to that point, and I respect them if they can't get to it. But the thing is a lot of life is mental mindset.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Right. I get it.
That's what I tell this guy all the time.
What?
Yeah, you.
It's the only thing that got me through this fucking last year and a half, 2 years.
shake
It
your
was
head
only
all
thing.
day.
No.
Well, okay, no.
I'm talking about
Lindsay got me through it too.
Florida.
Lindsay helped me.
What about
Yeah.
Florida? Nobody fucking mentioned Florida.
Whatever.
Jackass.
Okay.
I gotta use the little boys' room again.
Okay.
God damn, how many times is
I want to
that?
go ahead and
This
cut.
has been me. You
You want to go ahead and cut it? It's been 2
All right, let's go.
Hold on. Let's go.
I'm
ahead
just, if you want to cut, we can cut. I don't have to be anywhere. I'm just saying, it's up to you. I'm having a good time, but if it's
I
your
am too.
if
I'm
it's
like,
your bedtime, it's cool.
no, it's not my bedtime, but I'm like, dude, we've been.
This is 2 hours. 2.5 hours.
I literally thought like maybe an hour and a half. I can't believe we're at 2 hours and 30 fucking.
Hey, when people can talk,
Dude,
people can talk.
wow.
Dude. Like it's it's a good time, dude. Y'all got something going here.
And I appreciate you, man, because you obviously have something going too. So like, I'm just
I'm just
and the
like
fact that we have. All the
I tell you the
and everything
truth,
that are
like-
still listening,
like 100%. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. So from your organic standpoint, and it's just
Right.
natural and scripted. So if
Yeah.
I walked into
Like, there's
let's
no
say
nothing.
let's
Yeah.
say you guys were like celebrities or something, or you know what I'm saying, like you know, like
Patrick got all excited.
you got to
No,
understand.
I didn't get all excited.
The chemistry wouldn't be there.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like it
Right.
wouldn't be. I'd be nervous. I'd be like, what if I say something stupid? And I really don't give a fuck if I say something stupid because y'all be like, you're stupid. You know what I'm
He
saying?
says stuff. Devin says stuff stupid all the time.
Like,
Well, no,
for real.
no. So like when you first started, you were afraid to cuss, but now you're like,
as soon as you said, hey, it's cool. Because
I
there
know.
was a couple episodes I watched of y'all that where you're like, da-da-da, you know, it's kind of family friendly.
we were trying to keep it kind of.
Hey, look, to anybody listening right now, on the
Scoop,
nights
you tried
that
to
I'm
fly under
here,
the radar.
and I'm trying to be, you know, I'll be respectful as possible, but the nights that I'm here, shit flies out of my mouth that you just are like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I think we had one of those moments earlier. Short-term memory will not allow me to recall, but we had one earlier. So I'm just saying, like, if if you're tuning in on a guest spot with Andy Henning, I'm apologizing ahead of time is what I mean. Let's be real.
Apologize.
Oh, because I'm gonna say some shit.
Look at this, very organic, very real, very natural. Y'all killed it.
I should probably apologize to my girlfriend because that's what's. I will. I promise you guys. Anytime that you guys want me on the show, I will bring the energy, and I will absolutely match y'all's level. I promise you.
Like I think honestly, like Monday nights, I think that's what everybody needs for the week. You know what I mean? Because like
Mondays,
hey,
people need this.
everybody-
People fucking
exactly.
need this, dude.
Fucking everybody hates Mondays.
Well,
So like,
so-
if you can listen to this and then like the rest of your week.
I
is
work
not
with a good crew, so I'm not even gonna lie. I don't like Mondays, but when I get there by the end of the afternoon, the people I work with, dude, like I work in a good environment, like no bullshit. And like again, I'm not mentioning what
Well,
my
hold on. But if you have good people, bring them in here. If you
some of
think-
them will show up. Some of them I can't have on
no.
here. Some of them, dude, you got to understand. There's a limit to who I can have on here because they are very public, and it's, some of the people I hang out with are very public in our company, and I have to be very careful. You know, some of the
well, as long as they have the same disclaimer you had.
Thank you.
Right,
I do
right.
appreciate that. That's why I said that. Like and
it
again,
was
I
very
reiterate,
professional.
anybody
Yeah.
that's listening tonight, if you follow me or if you know me as a friend in general, you know what I do during the day, and I'm not gonna, but this reflects in no way any views or opinions of what I do for my day job. This is solely mine, 100%. And as you notice, I'm not even saying their name because that is not a good look. I'm very professional in my career during the day. I take it very seriously. But here, it's me, it's Andy. They invited me on the show, which means they invited all of me. So I can't hold back. And as we do this more often, I'm sure you're going to be like, it's become a staple in the office that no matter who crosses the line, it's always too far Andy. Like the person in the cubicle three, I'm not going to name names, but three cubicles down could be like saying something way out of line. And they could be like, too far, Andy. I've become the staple of lowbrow comedy in the office. Is basically what has happened. So
now you have a platform.
I'm just saying. So
Yeah.
if you do have children, you don't mind them hearing harsh shit. You can let them listen, but there are going to be nights when you hear me and you're going to be like, what the fuck did he just say?
And that's the reason why we have the younger demographic is because, yeah, it's going to be harsh, but at the same time, it's real.
Yeah.
And they're not going to experience real other than us.
If they're under 13, they probably shouldn't be listening at all. Just a heads up. Just if I'm on.
No.
Hey, I said some shit tonight. A couple of yes.
That's okay though.
Okay, all right.
It's
You know
all
what?
right.
Hey, if I have your stamp of approval, I'm all on it. Fuck the FCC. Oh wait.
Okay, look,
I didn't finish that statement.
We're not bound by the FCC.
Yeah,
so
we're
I
not
say
bound by
fuck,
the FCC.
fuck FCC.
Are we?
and that's why I built this motherfucker.
Are we still going?
Fuck.
Yeah, we're still.
we
yeah.
are.
Okay, well then
We're still
then let me
running.
pee.
Uh-huh.
I gotta piss again. Are we still going?
Still going.
Are we gonna let him
I
listen?
thought-
Are we
I
gonna let
thought we're gonna.
It's up to y'all. This is y'all's show. I'm not trying to dictate
No.
shit.
We should probably end it. We're
Yeah,
like
we should
almost
probably-
3 hours.
Yeah, we're almost at 3
How
hours.
the fuck are we?
What are you talking about? Cypress Hill and Joe Rogan, I guarantee you theirs runs 3 hours and they just edit it down.
They do.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to get a famous guest on your shit and be like, you know what? Hey, dude, what do you do with your life? Oh, that's interesting. All right, we're done. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like, so.
No, you're absolutely right. Like if you get cut off as a guest at 1 hour or 1 hour,
Yeah, at 1 hour, that's pretty
then
bad.
that means you have no content to provide.
I will
Sorry
I
about your
will
luck.
I will repeat appearances. All you got to do is say, "Come on," and dude,
All right, I think we're gonna have a reoccurring appearance.
Yeah,
I just think
let's
so.
do every Monday.
think
whatever
so.
you want, man.
I
Let
think
me know.
every Monday, just because
Lindsay, I hope you're listening. That's every Monday. I'm gonna be here.
every Monday.
If I run now, I will tell y'all. If I run into a conflict with Jackson, that takes priority. I will let.
That's fine.
But the
I'd
problem,
almost, like, bring
I know,
Jackson in
I
here.
know we've thought about that. If we
Yep.
do bring Jackson in here, it's family friendly.
Yeah.
Although I will one time for radio
Uh-huh.
edits, I will get him to say "lick my balls," just one time. Okay,
Sound
One time.
bite. Sound
he will
bite.
never say it again. But I will, at risk of getting bitched out by his mother, I will let him say that.
Hey, when we
I bet
gonna-
people will tune in just for that.
Hey, when are we
my
gonna
balls.
When are we gonna bring Lindsay on?
Lindsay, are you out there? Are you listening? Or are you out with your friends right now?
Oh,
I think she's hanging out with her homegirls.
she said Wednesday. Bring Lindsay. What? Uh-oh.
Hold on. So I gotta piss really bad. Are we gonna finish this out, or are we
Yeah,
gonna,
yeah,
what are we
yeah.
gonna do?
We're gonna be done.
Like, let's be real. I gotta go to the bathroom. Like, hey, it's just a real thing.
Nope,
I'm
you gotta-
40.
you
I'm
gotta-
40 years old, y'all.
Y'all got-
When I
you
drink
gotta pee
liquor,
into a fucking-
when I drink liquor or pure water, I piss like 8 fucking times every 2 hours. I don't know. And yes, I've been checked, so I don't have prostate cancer. Thank you for looking out.
I pissed
Try
fucking
being over
excellent.
50.
So you've been getting checked for a while. So I've been checked for at least 3 years.
I've had my 50,000 miles checked.
Like the last time I got checked, it was black and white and grainy and 8mm film, and he threw a tissue on me. He was like, clean yourself up. I was like,
Holy.
I felt raped. This is a real program,
And that's
motherfuckers.
my boy Andy.
I pull no punches.
All right, guys. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. It's been a fucking amazing show, and I think all of us have to go to the
Bathroom.
hospital.
Bathroom. Devin and Patrick, thank you for having me on. I
All right.
appreciate it. I'll be happy to get on every Monday. I'm more than happy.
guys.
Anytime, man, anytime.
Later.
Laters.